One. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another Walnut Creek Crawdads game. Today we're here at San Mateo City College as the Crawdads take on the Menlo Park Legends today. The Crawdads entering this game 7-5 in CCL, third place in the North. The Legends record 6-3. Should be an asterisk though, technically 7-3. There is an error there, but they take first place in the CCL North. These two teams played again yesterday. Before we even get into that, Dylan, how are you doing today?
Ammar, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. It's a bright, sunny day. It was very, very hot yesterday at yesterday's Crawdads game, so it was a little rough being in the dugout. I was sweating, but today's a little cooler. We're out by the ocean, so I'm doing well. How about you?
Yeah, when I saw that schedule, I saw we're heading out to the peninsula. I was like, oh my God, thank the Lord, because yesterday Dylan and I were in 105-degree weather. It's the first time my laptop had overheated before. I got home after the game and definitely crashed. It was definitely a hot day, but it's
No
good to be
kidding.
here. Definitely a lot warmer than it was when we were last here Wednesday.
I know it gets cold out here, but it's nice in the daytime because that nice coastal breeze is coming in.
Definitely. Well, we're not the only ones here. The Crawdads are obviously here. The Crawdads are back in the peninsula for today's matchup. They'll take on the first place Menlo Park. As we mentioned, the last time these two faced each other here in this location, the Crawdads won 8-1. Then again, as we mentioned yesterday, the two teams faced each other. Whole different story. Same kind of, I guess you could say, way that it went. It was, the Crawdads ended up losing to the Legends 7-3. Now the standings look a little different, of course, as we mentioned. Now the Legends take hold of that first place. Crawdads stoop down to third. Dylan, let me ask you, watching that game yesterday, why did you feel like the Legends were so successful in that matchup
I
yesterday?
think they just got out to a big lead early, and from there they kind of had um, a good position over the Crawdads. It was very similar to Wednesday's matchup, as the matchup here, the Crawdads got out to a lead early. So in both games, both teams have won one. Series is split 1-1 apiece. Both teams have got out to a lead early, and similar scores: 7-3 for the Legends, 8-1 for the Crawdads. But yeah, I think the biggest thing was they just came out hitting. I mean, in that first inning, they got like two knocks, and then they got a two-run home run.
Yeah,
And then later on, Dylan Joyce, who we'll talk about a little later, smoked a solo home run. So a lot of big hits for the Legends yesterday.
yeah, and I think you hit the nail on the head too. Getting started off early, that was kind of, the Walnut Creek was in that game. The Crawdads had a 6-game win streak, 5-game in the conference. With one of those wins coming against the Legends, and as you mentioned, that fast start that the Legends had throughout that entire streak, but especially against the Legends on Wednesday, that was the very thing that the Legends ended up doing to the Crawdads, which is ultimately what allowed them to prevail. Because remember, after that 4-1 lead in the first inning, it took the Legends quite a while to kind of get back into the game. And we're going to get into this more, but I felt like it was more so of the Crawdads' crucial mistakes, the errors that they made. Of course, there were some controversial calls there with the Ethan
Yeah.
Liang call, which we'll talk about a little later on in the show. But it's definitely an uncharacteristic game, and I just felt like the Legends did a fantastic job of taking advantage of that.
Yeah, it was a rough game all around. I mean, they snapped the 6-game win streak, as we said, and it was rough. There were a couple calls there that could have gone either way. I'm not one to sit here and say the umps cost them the game. They did not cost them the game, but there were a couple calls that you
Yeah.
just hate to see in summer ball. As you said, Ethan Liao. For those of you who did not hear yesterday, he smoked a double into the left field line and was rounding, heading to first or heading to second. Kind of misread where first base was, stepped to touch on first with his inside foot, and he touched it. I was down there on the dugout. He definitely did touch it, and then the umpire um, called it back. Legends tossed it over to first. They called him out.
Yeah. So this is the third time these two teams are going to face off each other. Again, as we mentioned, they faced off on Wednesday, and that game ended. Honestly, the same way it kind of ended for the Crawdads yesterday, just a different fashion. The Crawdads ended up winning that 8-1 against going off on that early start. These two teams, this is a significant matchup because they're also trading places back and forth between the first seed and the third seed, kind of going tit for tat there. And they face each other 4 more times after this series, Dylan. And we always talk about, like, it's important to win games, especially conference games. And as cliche as that sounds, The last game of the season for the Crawdads will actually be against the Legends. That'll be a home game. So these initial games could mean something in the long run leading up to that game.
Definitely, Ammar. I mean, these are really important games. They play them 7 times in total. And right now, the CCL North is just a dogfight between the Crawdads, the Legends, and the Slow Blues.
Yeah, it's really those three teams that are kind of, taking the reins. I think the Seagulls are the team in the fourth, and they've kind of buried themselves these last couple of weeks. They've been on a little bit of a losing skid. Well, Dylan, let's go through today's lineup for the Crawdads.
All right, for today's lineup, hitting leadoff and playing right field will be Mark Wolbert, the outfielder from UC Davis. And then at the 2 spot, Casey Cummings will be playing center field. And playing first base and hitting 3 will be Cole Kasiosco, who last game, Ammar, or not last game, excuse me, the last time we were here at San Mateo City College, Kasiosco hit a 3-run home run
Right.
in the 7th inning, and that ball was absolutely smoked to cap off the
Pretty
8
much the
runs.
dagger, yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
And then at the 4th spot will be Ethan Liao hitting DH. At the 5 will be Aiden Camberg playing left field. Isaiah Walker staying at second base in the 6th hole. And Cam Calvillo hitting 7, but playing shortstop today. So switching with Ben Royo,
Right.
who is now playing third base. And then rounding out the lineup will be Xavier Rios, the
Right.
catcher.
Right. Got you. And, we obviously have some notable players here for the Legends that you wanted to kind of talk about. Who's from the Legends is really, really impressing you?
Yeah, Dylan Joyce, he's hitting in the 3 hole for the Legends. He hit an absolute bomb yesterday. He's hitting 348 on the summer and attending Santa Clara University as a senior.
Right.
He absolutely smoked the ball yesterday. So he's a big power bat, got a really nice quick swing, and definitely a danger at
Yeah.
that 3 hole.
Definitely, yeah. And, I think today's matchup will be really, really interesting, especially considering that these two teams faced off yesterday. He just actually walked past us. The biggest, I want to see how Ethan Liao kind of responds and bounces back from a game like that yesterday. Obviously, as we mentioned, too, it was uncharacteristic mistakes from him and the rest of the team. So I have to see how he bounces back. And then there's
Yeah.
somebody else here that you're interested to see bounce back for the Crawdads.
Absolutely. I just want to touch on Liao. I think
Yeah.
it was just mostly the adrenaline. He was
Right.
rounding for so hard, trying to just pump out, get the second, and then he just missed it. But he still had a really good game. I mean, he still went 2 for 4. He was piecing up balls, and he's hitting the ball really well right now.
And just a quick touch on that too. Did you know that Liao has hit the ball 7 straight games? He hasn't struck out in a single game in the last 7 games. So he's been on a heater, on a hitting streak. And yesterday, like you mentioned, it wasn't even a bad game, and that was considered a bad Liao game. So definitely gonna have to see how he bounces back for that. And then you have somebody else that's also jumping out to you in this matchup.
Yeah, Aiden Camberg at the 5 hole is just having a really good 6 games. This will be his 7th game with the Crawdads. The sophomore from UC Santa Barbara, currently hitting 375 with 9 walks, Ammar.
Yeah.
9 walks in 6 games.
Yeah, definitely. And then obviously for today's pitching matchup, we have Jackson Bird. For the Crawdads, he's 6'3", 250, 15-pound lefty who goes to Sac State. He's had 3 appearances so far, and the last game he played was that crazy Father's Day game that ended off of, in dramatic fashion, June 16th versus Seagulls. No decision, 5 innings pitched, 4 ER, 5 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. It's going to be a really, really big game for him.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Jackson has in the tank today. He's not hitting today, but yesterday he hit a home run
Right.
in the 8th inning, which was exciting to see. So the dual threat Jackson taking on the mound today.
Jackson Bird or Larry Bird? And then for the Menlo Park Legends, who tell us a little bit about Reese Lewick.
Absolutely. Reese Lewick attending University of Nevada, Las Vegas. He's a 6'1", 190-pound righty. And he's got 5 appearances on the summer, and his last one against the Merchants, he went 5 scoreless on June 18th. So we'll see what happens today. It should be a good pitching matchup, but a lot of runs scored in both games for the winning team.
Yeah, and just before we head off, just last thing, there are 2 keys to the game for the Walnut Creek Crawdads. The first one is get on that scoreboard early. As we mentioned too, on that 6-game win streak that they had, especially against the Legends, the biggest thing was that they were able to get the ball rolling in that 2nd inning. They were able to get on the scoreboard fast, bury their opponents quick. So even if they did try to make a comeback, you saw in the Seagulls game, you saw the game against the Legends, they were able to overwhelm their opponent. I think that'll be today's key for the game. And the second key for them is to play mistake-free baseball. We mentioned the Liao mistake, not hitting first base. There was the controversial foul call. If you just play air-free baseball, I think the Crawdads have shown they can steamroll through any team. And that's not any disrespect to the other team. It's more so of a testament to how great this Crawdads team is.
Absolutely.
Yep. Well, thank you so much for joining Dylan and I. This has been our pregame show here live with the Walnut Creek Crawdads here from San Mateo. We hope you enjoyed today's game, and go Crawdads.
Go Crawdads.
A third of the way through the season, we've got a matchup between the top two teams in the CCL North for the third time in just a week. Season series knotted at a game apiece. The Crawdads and Legends here from the College of San Mateo. Welcome just to the left of home plate of the College of San Mateo. The angle you're seeing is the angle we're seeing right next to the Crawdads dugout. Austin Oda, Carson Mercier on the call. Season series tied at a game apiece. Crawdads looking to go up 2-1 and looking to leapfrog the Legends back into first place.
Yeah, kind of controlling their destiny early in the season. Yesterday was a tough loss. One that, you know what, just wasn't their day. Only, 8 hits? They didn't have 2 hits in an inning at all. Just couldn't get anything going, but a chance to bounce back against the same team today on a nice, perfect, beautiful day.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful out right now. College of San Mateo, we've kind of decided is our favorite place to play. It's just perfect here. Let's take a look at the lineup really quickly for the Crawdads. Leading off, it's going to be Mark Wolbert, the right fielder, with Casey Cummings, the center fielder, batting second. Hitting third, Cole Kosciuszko back in the lineup after a day off yesterday. Ethan Liao, the DH, cleans it up. Aiden Camberg hits fifth. Isaiah Walker bats sixth. 7-8-9, Cam Calvillo, Ben Royo, and Xavier Rios against the righty Reese Lewick. We are seconds from first pitch as Lewick is ready. His purple glove from the first base side of the slab. The first pitch of the afternoon to Mark Wolbert is swung on and missed, and that's how we get started. First pitch at 1:03. It is a beautiful day. I don't have the temperature, but I think you do.
I do not.
You do not. I'll get in just 1 second. 0-1. Tapped slowly to the left side. The shortstop, Ryson Ujimori, throws to first. It's going to be late, and Wolbert's going to beat it out. It's going to be a knock for Mark Wolbert, a knock for the Dads, and that's how this game gets started. First pitch time and temperature brought to you by Meadowlark Dairy, trying to hang on to that old town vibe since the early 1900s. Says it's only 69 degrees. It feels warmer than that.
Feels warmer. We're just, right in the sun, no shade, no real breeze, but it's a good day. Hopefully our stuff does not overheat.
Yeah, that's a good goal, and the Crawdads hoping for a win on the other side. Here is Casey Cummings, goes around on a first pitch slider, 0-1. So the righty Reese Lewick on the mound has had a very good start to his summer from UNLV. Cummings, the center fielder, 205, a home run, 7 runs batted in. Lewick from the stretch. Cummings swings and misses. Slider off the outside, 0-2.
Time to protect. Casey struggled with just a strikeout in general recently. Let's see if he can get a piece of one and find a gap.
The 0-2. Cummings takes down and away, ball 1.
Yesterday, kind of the same spot for Casey in the first inning, except he was leading off in an 0-2 count and was able to muscle one through the left side.
A ball and 2 strikes. Lewick from the stretch. Cummings takes outside, 2-2. Lewick's had a really good start to his summer, 2-0, a .65 ERA, 13 2/3 innings pitched. Don't have the strikeouts or walks. Some information has kind of been misspread, but those are the numbers we do have. The 2-2, Cummings taps it off his shin in the batter's box. He stays alive, 2-2. Crawdads wearing their gray road jerseys, dark gray on top, lighter gray on the bottom, with black numbers across the back. The word Craw written in red across the chest. Black helmets, black socks. For the Legends, black tops with Legends written across the chest in big block letters. Numbers straight under it in black. Green caps. 2-2. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and missed. Up and throwing Harmon. Throw down to second. The tag is in time. They call Wolbert out. Thought he got under the tag, but kind of a double whammy as he gets knocked on the head as well. It's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Let's take a look at the rest of the defense. In the outfield from left to right, JP Avila, Hayden John Goldberg, and Evan Bilter. Nick Walsh at third base with Dylan Joyce across from him at first. Up the middle, Ryson Ujimori, Kevin Shea, and Trevor Harmon behind the plate. So 2 outs. Cole Kosciuszko flies the first pitch deep left field into the corner. Avila going back. He reaches out. Can't make the catch. 1 hop up and over the wall. It's a 2-out double for Cole Kosciuszko.
Continues to hit, man. This one the other way. We saw it in the SoCal series, and he does it again here. Swing of just a beauty. Just a beautiful swing, and nearly got it up and over. But he'll settle with a double.
That'll bring up Ethan Liao, Crawdads' designated hitter. So 2 hits in the inning for the Crawdads, but the caught stealing mixed in between. Liao, 383, 2 home runs, 9 runs batted in overall. First pitch, slider off the outside, taken. Ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Lewick, the righty from UNLV, comes set, kind of separate from the belt, and delivers. Fastball flared to the right side, foul, a ball and a strike. Crawdads come in 10-5 overall, 7-5 in league play, a half game behind the Menlo Park Legends, who are 11-4 overall, 7-3 in league play. 7-4. As the 1-1 to Liao is a big slider, misses just a little bit outside, 2-1. That might be wrong. I think 7-4. 2-1. Liao flies it to the right side, foul, 2-2.
I had 7 and 3,
Okay, then that might be right.
and then I just changed it.
Well, yesterday they were 6 and 3. It is 7 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do have a game that isn't in point streak, that isn't finalized in point streak, so it says, I think, 6 and 3 online. That is inaccurate. 2-2. Called a strike on the outside. Liao didn't think so. He's got a big kind of grin on his face as he looks towards home plate, and he's talking to the home plate umpire. I didn't think that was strike 3, but my call doesn't matter. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Jackson Bird. It's Birdie Bump Day on the other side here on the Crawdads streaming network. Bottom half of the first, let's take a look at the lineup for the Menlo Park Legends. Hayden Jung Goldberg leads off with Evan Bilter hitting second. Dylan Joyce, the first baseman, hits third. Had a home run yesterday. Emmett Finney, the DH, hits cleanup with JP Avila hitting fifth. Kevin Shea hits sixth. Nick Walsh hits seventh. Trevor Harmon, Rice, and Ujimori round out the nine. Against the big lefty for the Crawdads, Jackson Bird. Bird works from the windup. The first pitch he throws is a big slider that misses up high at 1-0.
Well, can't get the numbers on Jackson Bird for the season, but I can tell you, coming off a start in which he went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, 2 walks, had 6 strikeouts. That was against the San Francisco Seagulls.
1-0. Fastball high and tight. 2-0. I can.
Go
I have
for
the
it.
numbers. 2-0 on the summer. 4.05 ERA. 13 and a third innings. 16 strikeouts. 3 walks. You love those numbers. He's been really, really good. Rocks into his windup and the 2-0. He's down and away. 3-0. This is not what we're used to seeing from Jackson Bird. He's usually a big command guy. Jung Goldberg at the plate. 333, no home runs. 3 runs batted in. The 3-0 pitch is popped up behind the plate. Foul. 3-1. It's coming back. Was close.
Almost.
Almost. 3 balls and a strike. Crawdads defense straight up on the infield and outfield. Bird trying to retire the first batter he faces. The 3-1 is swung on, foul tipped back into the glove of the catcher Rios. 3-2.
Good job to battle back into the count. Fall behind 3-0, get back in at 3-2. It's been late on the fastball. Jung Goldberg has. Let's see if he goes to it again.
Full count pitch is down and away, ball 4. So battled back from 3-0, but a leadoff walk. And as we always say, those feel like they come back to bite you every time. Let's take a look at the Crawdads defense behind Jackson Bird. Aiden Camberg, Casey Cummings, Mark Wolbert, your outfield left to right. Ben Arroyo, the third baseman. Cam Calvillo moves to short. We've seen those two kind of flip-flop throughout this summer as Isaiah Walker's at second, Cole Kosciuszko at first, and Xavier Rios behind the plate. Working from the stretch for the first time. First pitch fastball catches the outside half, 0-1. At the plate, Evan Bilter, local kid, 226 average, no home runs, 6 runs batted in. Bird looks to first, 0-1. Outside ball 1. Jung Goldberg on first, really good speed over there. A ball and a strike, Bird from the stretch. Pitch, runner goes, pitch is down low, can't be handled by Rios. As into second with the steal is Hayden Jung Goldberg.
Yeah, Rios wouldn't have had a chance even if he was able to get in front of it and block it, but it looked like it just got in between the wickets.
2 balls and a strike to the right-handed hitter, Bilter. Stands with the weight on his back foot. Hands held straight over his right shoulder. 2-1, fastball. Called a strike on the outside. It was about 4 balls off the outside. 2-2.
Nice spot.
Right, that's what it is, right?
Go right back to it.
It's the pitch that got Ethan Liao as Bird was kind of working into his windup, took a step off and reset with Jung Goldberg on second. No score here in the bottom of the first. The 2-2 is popped foul right side. Kosciuszko gives it a jog. It looks like it's going to be out of play, and it is. As the wind starts to pick up a little bit, we kind of need that.
Yeah, we definitely do, because it's not that hot, but the sun just straight overhead beaming down. Touch the
Don't want to.
Yeah, it burns.
2 balls and 2 strikes as Bird steps off. Cole Kosciuszko, the first baseman, was kind of retreating back to his position. 2-2. Bird steps back onto the slab. Now looks back to second as Bird plants the right foot. The 2-2 is tapped slowly. A tough play for Royo. Charging the third baseman. Bare hands. Throws to first just a little late as beating it out is Evan Bilter. A really nice play, though, by Royo.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Went for the bare hand attempt. Never going to have a shot on that one. Bilter runs a little bit too fast. And good effort. Good effort on the other end by Kosciuszko to dig it out. It was pretty close, but going to be a tough play every single time for anybody.
Well, here's Dylan Joyce, the best hitter in this lineup. 348, 4 home runs, 6 batted in. Right-handed hitter with power. Swings over the top of a first pitch slider. A nasty pitch. Was not expecting slider on the first pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah, it looked a little uncomfortable right there from Joyce. Check swing. And definitely didn't want to go around, but sitting something else.
0-1. Went back to the slider again. Got the chase. 0-2.
Nice job by Jackson Bird. Chases that first one. Go after him again with that same exact pitch. Get him to swing over the top. Let's see if Jackson goes up above the zone with the fastball or if he triples up.
0-2. Just a little outside. Good fastball. Tried to dot it up on the outside. Didn't help that Rios dropped it. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, we've seen balls touch further off called a strike today.
Still ahead. The 1-2. Hit high and deep center field. Cummings going back in front of the warning track. Will reach up, make the catch, tagging from third. Now the runner tries to tag from first. The throw in is not in time as a run comes home to score. Jung Goldberg scores. Bilter moves up to second on the sac fly.
Yeah, Joyce doing his job, not the homer that he probably wanted, but scores a run, gets the guys on top in the first. And that's just situational baseball right there. Really nice job from Evan Bilter, too, to realize that ball is hit so deep that he can tag up from first and keep himself in scoring position.
Here's Emmett Finney, the DH, 250 average, 2 runs batted in. Watches a first pitch fastball miss up and away, 1-0.
Maybe not keep himself in scoring position, but keep a runner in scoring position for the Legends. As he leads off second.
1-0, fouled off to the right. A ball and a strike to Finney, 1-0. Legends lead here in the first. Finney, right-handed hitter with power, wears the number 29 today. That's not what he's worn throughout this summer. He's had 3 different numbers the 3 times Crawdads have seen him as he takes a fastball down and away, 2-1. Went 0 for 3 in his last appearance, but 2 games ago when these 2 teams played, Finney went 1 for 3 and had the 1 run batted in for the Legends. 2-1. Big slider on the outside, called strike 2.
Yep, certainly there. Great pitch from Bird. Drop that thing in there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch is down low. Good take by Finney, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch from Bird is swung on and missed. Fastball down and away. Got the chase. Strikeout number 1 for Jackson Bird.
Well, Jackson Bird told me that he was going to hit 92 miles an hour in this ball game. Hasn't quite got there, up to 89, but it's got some movement today. That thing sunk out of the zone. Finney had no chance at that one.
Here's JP Avila, the left fielder, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts the last time these two teams played. 222 without a run batted in this summer. Tall right-handed hitter fouls the first pitch back off the shin guard of Rios, 0-1. Avila has struggled recently, 0 for his last 9, 5 strikeouts. The only time he reached base was on a walk, and then he got promptly caught stealing. Home plate umpire is going to give a little bit of a breather to Rios. No balls and a strike as Bird ready. 0-1. Slider down low, ball and a strike.
Yeah, Bird is getting the nibbles on the swings, right? Hasn't really got too many guys to chase other than Dylan Joyce down below the zone with that slider, but still looks pretty good.
1-1, grounded through the left side. That's a base knock. Up with it and left is Camberg. They're going to send Bilter. The throw is going to be cut off and actually over the head of the cutoff man. Sliding in safely is Bilter, and just like yesterday, a quick lead for the Legends.
Yeah, this one hit hard through the left side. On the ground, though. Bird getting the ground ball. Is just Avila able to spot it up pretty much perfectly. And it's 2-0.
Quick lead for the Legends, 2-0 off Jackson Bird, who had been really good this summer. Here's Kevin Shea, the second baseman. First hit in his last 10 at-bats for Avila. First pitch to Shea is fouled straight back, 0-1.
Another uncomfortable, awkward swing from Legends batters today. They're able to piece together good at-bats, but there have been a lot of uncomfortable swings.
No balls and a strike. Pitch from Bird. Slider, an uncomfortable swing again. Tapped to first base. Kosciuszko goes down to a knee to get it and runs to the bag with Shea not even a quarter of the way to first base. But 2 runs come home on a pair of hits, a walk, and a sac fly. We'll head to the top half of the second. Crawdads looking to strike back. Aiden Camberg leads off the top half of the second. The righty takes the first pitch, down and away, ball 1. Reese Luick still on the bump. What did I say?
The righty takes...
Did I say righty? The lefty, 1-0. This one, called a strike on the outside, a ball and a strike.
I'm sure he could hit righty.
Probably better than me. Maybe even. The 1-1. Camberg spits on a changeup outside, 2-1. Got a lot going on.
Yeah, there's... Yeah. Yeah.
The 2-1. Camberg hits it high, medium deep center field. John Goldberg moving to his right. Loses the hat, but makes the catch out in the left center field alleyway for out number 1.
It's a barrel. That's a barrel for Aiden Camberg. 92 off the bat. He just missed it. Got a little under it. didn't have that loud pop that we're used to coming off his bat. But if he's missing it, and they're still going 350 feet away from home plate to the opposite side, oh boy, watch out.
Here's Isaiah Walker, 255 hitter. First pitch slider on the outside, called strike one. No home runs yet for Walker. No, 8 runs batted in. Had a triple, a 2-run triple the last time these two teams played. 0-1, down low, 1-1. Reese Lewick, the righty from UNLV, works from the first base side of the slab from the windup with no one on. 1-1, down low, 2-1. Seeing the fastball, 85 to 87 usually. Got a changeup as well. Big slider. 2-1 to Walker. Swing and a miss on ball with sinking action off the inside, 2-2. Don't see Walker swing like that a ton.
No.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Good slider off the outside. Strike 3. Third strikeout for Reese Lewick.
Yeah, I wonder if that was maybe even a cutter, because it definitely had that, right to left action. Going down away towards a right-handed batter, but it was still pretty hard, 84 miles an hour.
Here's Cam Calvillo, the shortstop today. 317, no home runs, 6 runs batted. An open stance from the right side as he twirls his bat forward a couple times. First pitch from Lewick is tight with the fastball, 1-0. Everything from Lewick is kind of in that 83 to 87 range. We haven't seen anything, no big, 12-6, 75, 77 mile an hour curveball as the 1-0 is right down the middle with a slider, 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, not exactly. He is changing speeds from 87 to 81 is a big difference.
1-1, swing and a miss over the top of a slider, 1-2.
But everything looks like a fastball because it still has that velo, and then it just breaks out of the zone like we saw right there with Calvillo, who doesn't chase a whole lot.
1-2, down and away on a slider. Appealed to first, but he did not go. 2-2.
I think that was probably the first true slider that we've seen. 77, but it had it was noticeably slower and noticeably more break as well.
Big righty, ready with the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Calvillo starts throwing his gear. That was ball 3.
Stay hot, Cam, stay hot.
So he'll readjust, step out of the batter's box, and get ready again. Was definitely only ball 3. Counting's hard.
I can attest.
The 3-2 from Lewick. This time it's ball 4. Gets to the backstop. He'll throw all his gear again. And a 2-out base runner for the Crawdads. First walk for Lewick.
I need to do something. Need to do some 2-out damage. Get something going at the bottom of the lineup. 2-out runs are huge, and just weren't able to capitalize yesterday, and that could have been the difference. Was the difference in the game.
Crawdads trailing 2-0 in this one. Royo, right-handed batter, wide open stance. Watches the first pitch, slider, miss low. 1-0. Kind of stands tall in the right-handed batter's box. Not a lot of bend in the knees. Twists the knob of the bat a couple times. 1-0. Fastball. Called a strike on the outside. 1-1.
Yeah, I don't hate that take. Make him come to you after kind of being so far out in front of Calvillo, then walking him. Make him throw one.
A ball and a strike. Royo watches down low. 2-1. Fastball that was just spiked off the inside. 2-1. Crawdads got 2 base runners in the first. A Mark Wolbert infield singled the leadoff. Was followed by a strike him out, throw him out double play. Cole Kosciuszko doubled. A ground rule double over the left field wall. And then Ethan Liao struck out to end the inning. 2-1. Royo swings and misses. Good slider, and Royo kind of a half-hearted attempt. 2-2.
All right, we've seen that slider a few times now from Reese Lewick. It's a good one. Got to find a way to lay off.
2 balls and 2 strikes from the big righty. The pitch to the plate is down low. Went back to the slider, didn't get the chase this time. 3-2.
Yeah, Royo was all over that one. I mean, he saw it the whole way. Never even thought about swinging.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the second. Calvillo will be off and running from first. The 3-2 from Lewick is outside, ball 4. Went back to that cutter. Didn't get a chase.
All right, now back-to-back walks, 2 outs. Got to find a way. Even if it's just passing the stick, getting it to the next guy. Got to find a way to get the top of the lineup to the plate right here, right now.
Xavier Rios at the plate, starting to swing it a little better. up to 214 on the summer at his best game in a Crawdads uniform the other day. Back on Thursday, went 2 for 3 with a double, drove in a run. Looking to stay hot.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 9, Xavier Rios.
Xavier Rios at the plate with Calvillo on second, Royo on first. Good speed on the base paths for the Crawdads. Rios, weight on his back foot. First pitch, slider on the outside, strike one. Calvillo on second, Royo on first. As Rios stands in the back of the batter's box, watches a slider, called a strike on the inside, 0-2. Gotta protect if you're Rios. 2-0 Crawdads trail. Lewick tucks the glove just in front of his left shoulder. Now brings the ball to his belt. The 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. Tripled up on the slider. Got 2 looking strikes and a swinging one. And the Crawdads are scoreless after 2. We'll head bottom of the second, 2-0 Crawdads trail. Nick Walsh leads off the top of the second for the Legends, who lead 2-0. Back-to-back days where the Legends had a lead after an inning. Crawdads not playing their best baseball against Menlo Park. Jackson Bird's second inning of work starts with a first pitch fastball called a ball. Little down, little in, 1-0. Bird works from the windup, kicks, and the 1-0. Grounded to third. Royo above the third base bag, throws across the diamond, off the back foot, out number 1. What a play by the Crawdads third baseman.
Yeah, that's nice. It's not hit all that hard, right? But, I mean, it says it was hit 112.
That was not hit 112 miles an hour.
I said it was not hit that hard, and I see 112 on my screen. I'm like, there's just no way.
That was not hit 112 miles an hour. Sure.
Nice play by Ben. Long throw across.
Here's Trevor Harmon, the catcher. First pitch, slider on the outside, dotted up, strike one. What we've learned about Jackson Bird on the mound is when he finds his rhythm, that's when he gets to his best. Sometimes it takes a good play to find your rhythm. 0-1, slider off the inside, 1-1. Harmon, the catcher, 133 average, no home runs, 3 runs batted in. Hey, it's Carson Yasa.
Nice name.
1-1, excuse me. Fouled off to the right, 1-2. See the first Carson we've had?
In the last year.
For some reason, I thought there were like 3 on this team, and I have no idea why.
No.
There's 2.
There's just me and him.
1-2. Up and away with the slider. Kind of backed him up. 2-2. Yeah, no other Carsons.
No.
The 2-2. Hit high, medium deep to center field, but Casey Cummings retreats to his right, reaches up with the left hand to make the catch for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down, you'll take it anyway. Strikeout stuff not there yet for Jackson Bird, but he's gotten some ugly swings and misses. This one a weak fly ball to center. He'll take it.
Here's Ryson Ujimori, the shortstop, who has not had his summer so far. 0 for 7, 5 strikeouts. Just 2 games played. First pitch, slider on the inside, strike 1. Ujimori stands with the right foot kind of out in front towards the first base bag. A lot of movement in his stance, hands high over his left shoulder. 0-1. Try to hit the front door again, couldn't get it with the slider, 1-1. 2-0 Crawdads trail here in the bottom half of the second inning. Here from the College of San Mateo. From the windup, Birds 1-1. Is high and tight. Looked like it hit him on the right hand. He's going to gingerly walk over to first.
Yeah, those are painful in more ways than one. For Ujimori, gets hit in the hand. For Bird, trying to go 1, 2, 3, and you lose him on the hit by pitch. Just brutal.
And it really wasn't that bad of a pitch. Trackman says it could have even been called a strike, but Ujimori kind of crowds the box a little bit. Here's Hayden Jung Goldberg, who walked in his first at bat. Bird was behind 3-0 in that one, and then ended up getting back to a 3-2 count before losing him on the 6th pitch of the at bat. Tall left-handed hitter. Good speed in the batter's box. First pitch hits him. Try to go with the slider, missed.
Kind of the same deal. Slider backed up on Bird, and John Goldberg just didn't move.
Here's Evan Bilter. I think usually, lefties love the lefty-lefty matchup, but for now, after 2 straight hit by pitches, might be good to see a righty. First pitch, up and away. Would have hit a lefty, 1-0.
Yeah, I got to get back to that release point. It was good to start the inning. It was pretty good in the first inning despite giving up 2 runs.
1-0. Up and away, 2-0.
Just got to sometimes step off the back of the mound, take a breather, and that's exactly what Rios is going to do. Hit by pitches on back-to-back pitches, then 2-0 on the next guy. Go slow him down. It's a veteran move by a young catcher.
4 straight pitches that have missed arm side from Jackson Bird. Have 2 runners on, 2 outs, 2-0 Crawdads trail after an inning and a half. Both teams with 2 hits. The Legends have just made the most of theirs and have been aided by a walk, a couple hit by pitches. 2 balls and no strikes. Bird, the lefty, plants the right foot. 2-0, fouled back, 2-1.
Good job. Get back in the zone. Good mound visit there by Rios.
Ujimori on second, Jung Goldberg on first. Bilter, right-handed hitter at the plate. 2-1. Way outside, ball 3. You don't want to get this inning to Dylan Joyce on deck with the bases loaded. So, got to come in on 3-1. Bilter knows that. Veteran hitter from Colorado School of the Mines. The 3-1. Popped up right side. Kosciuszko, the first baseman, gives it a look. Shades his eyes from the sun. Over by the Legends dugout. Can't find it as it falls to his left. And, I mean, that's just all sun right there.
It's tough because he was shading it. Could have been an out. That's so brutal.
I respect the commitment, but it's hard when the fans don't oblige. The 3-2 is going to be a spin move, and actually they had the runner picked up on first, but Bird didn't see it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be off. Bird looks back to second. Now to the plate. The 3-2 is outside, ball 4. Bases are going to be loaded for Dylan Joyce.
Ah, that's brutal. Brutal. You get the first 2 guys on 5 pitches. And the walk, load the bases for probably, you said it, the most dangerous hitter in this lineup.
One of the most dangerous in the North. Dylan Joyce, 4-year college guy. Played a couple years at the University of Puget Sound. Go Loggers. Big power bat. As Austin Harrington's going to head out to the bump. I think it's a good time for a look-see, but I know neither of us have looks pulled up, so I'm going to go do that. This look around the CCL is brought to you by... No?
It's your read, buddy.
American Stage Tour, small enough to care, large enough to compete. A couple of games going on right now. The game you're listening to, it's 2-0 Legends in the bottom of the second. San Diego Conejo underway at Sparky Anderson Field, as are Alameda and Sonoma in Sonoma. SF and Slow will play at Sinsheimer in about 30 minutes, with Academy and Arroyo Seco playing at 6 o'clock. Santa Barbara and OC at the Great Park. That game starts at 7 p.m. So Dylan Joyce in the right-handed batter's box. Big right-handed hitter. Bird works from the windup and gets a fish on the slider down and in, just like he started Joyce's first at-bat, 0-1.
Yeah, went back-to-back to start it. Let's see if he does the same thing here. Kind of similar result with Joyce swinging right over the top of it. He's looking to do some damage.
0-1. Went back to the slider, got the chase again, 0-2.
That pitch that Joyce flew out to center, that was also a slider, just up in the zone, kind of thigh high. I'd be surprised if Bird threw something in the zone right here.
The 0-2 is down and in. Good slider and a good stop by Rios, who liked it. Pumped his glove back to the mound. 1-2.
Yep, that's exactly where you want to miss. Joyce has shown no ability to lay off it. It's the first time he's taken that slider down below the zone.
The 1-2 is a slider down and in again, 2-2. So 2 quick outs after a Walsh ground out and a Harmon fly out, but then Ujimori and Jung Goldberg got hit on back-to-back pitches, and then Evan Bilter worked a walk. Here, 2-2 to Dylan Joyce. Bird pitches. Slider down low, 3-2.
It's all sliders, 5 of them in this at-bat. See if he goes something else, or maybe tries to just land one, because he's really pounding the bottom of the zone.
Ujimori, Jung Goldberg, and Bilter will be off from third, second, and first. The 3-2 to the plate is on the outside corner, called strike 3. Landed the slider, froze him. Second strikeout for Jackson Bird, and he gets out of the second unscathed. We'll head to the top of the third, 2-0 Crawdads trail. Mark Wolbert leads off the top half of the third inning for the Crawdads, trailing 2-0. Again, back-to-back games that the Dads have trailed against the Legends, and that isn't something they're really used to. Reese Lewick, the big righty, back onto the mound, working from the first base side of the slab and the windup, the first pitch of the third. Whew. Okay.
Sure.
Called the strike on the outside, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on a ball off the inside, 0-2.
That's such a good pitch. I mean, that is such a good pitch. Slider or cutter, I guess is what we're going to classify it as.
0-2. Off the outside, ball 1.
Lewick, if you look in his point streak, it says he went complete game. In his last start, went 5 shutout.
0-2, down and in, ball 2.
And I can certainly see how.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's got
Good stuff.
like 4 or 5 different pitches. Can throw any of them in any count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mark Wolbert, who hit a single to the left side in his first at bat. Pitch misses outside, 3-2. Wolbert coming into the day was hitting .333. overall, just 1 for 10 in league play. Lewick with the full count pitch. Wilbert fouls it straight back. Got a good hack. 2 walks for Lewick through 2 innings. 1 to Ben Royo, 1 to Cam Calvillo. Those were both back-to-back walks in the second, both on full count pitches. Wilbert, calm left-handed stance, the 3-2. Fouled off to the left. We'll do it again.
Even though Wilbert's 1 for 10 in conference play, it seems like every at-bat that he gets, he's fouling off 3 or 4 pitches, and it usually runs full with him. And he's just a guy that puts up good at-bats every single time.
3-2 is tapped up the middle slowly behind the second base bag of the shortstop Ujimori. Fields throws to first, not in time. 2 infield knocks for Mark Wilbert. He claps his hands up the first base line. A hit is a hit is a hit is a hit. And when you're 1 for 10, you'll take hits any way you can get them.
Yeah, not hit hard, but up the middle on a tough play for Ryson Ujimori. I mean, anyone else running might have had a chance. Maybe not this guy that's stepping into the box right now, but love that from Wilbert, just burning down the line.
Here's Casey Cummings, struck out on a full count his first time. Watches the first pitch fastball inside, dropped by the catcher Harmon, 1-0. 2-0 Crawdads trail here in the third from Menlo Park, from the College of San Mateo, which is not in Menlo Park. Close-ish. But, I mean, it's kind of like a lot of the other teams in the CCL, as the 1-0 to Cummings. He's tapped slowly, third base side. Brant Cummings will watch it behind his back, 1-1. Right, we play in Danville, which is about 20 minutes from Walnut Creek. San Francisco plays in San Bruno, which is about 30 minutes from the heart of SF. Last year, Bay Area played in Solano, and Solano did not. 1-1. Cummings watches the slider down and in, 2-1.
And it's just like it must be a Bay Area thing. San Francisco 49ers playing Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Oakland Athletics going to play in Las
Sacramento.
Vegas. Yeah.
2-1. Down and away, 3-1.
Even Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They play in the Golden State.
They play in the Golden State, but they've moved from their original.
Yeah. So sad. 3-1. Up high, ball 4. So back-to-back base runners for the Crawdads here in the third inning. Not something that has been able to be said much today. No sustained early rallies in innings.
I would have to look back to yesterday, but they didn't have multiple base runners in an inning a whole lot. In the first, yes, but
They didn't have multiple hits in an inning at all yesterday.
yeah.
The traffic was there. The problem was that they couldn't knock him in.
Yeah.
This is a guy that you want at the plate, though, to knock runners in. CCL's leader in runs batted in. Cole Kosciuszko watches the first pitch fastball up high, and all of a sudden, the release point for Lewick is starting to falter.
Got to take advantage. Make him throw pitches, and if he makes a mistake, you got to bang it. And Cole bangs.
Yeah. 2 home runs, leads the CCL in doubles, homers, stolen bases, RBI. 1-0. Fastball, outside, ball 2. Got good power, but you don't really think of him as a power hitter. He's just a good hitter.
He's a whole field hitter, and I mean, he hasn't hit any Oppo homers yet, but he can.
2-0. Hits it high and deep to center field. Going back is John Goldberg at the wall. He'll reach up and make the catch. Tagging from second is Wolbert as he cruises into third base. I thought Cole got all of that one. 95 off the bat, 370 feet. Just a little bit shy of the 385-foot marker in center.
I mean, that was smashed. That was smashed. This guy, all he does is hit and hit the ball hard. 92 exit velo on his first at bat. 95 there. Swirling wind. I don't know if it's blowing out a little bit more. Maybe it gets out. Good swing, good result as it moves Wolbert into third base.
And the wind is definitely a factor here. The wind plus, I mean, we're right by a body of water. A ball and a strike. Or excuse, whoa, that's not at all what this is. Ethan Liao takes down low, 1-0. I meant runners on the corners, and somehow a ball and a strike is what came out of my mouth.
I can't say that I've made...
Pitch was downside.
Yeah, right.
The 1-0 to Liao. Down low, ball 2.
I was trying to say, I can't say I haven't made mistakes like that.
Yeah.
I think I've probably made one about every inning that I'm on any broadcast.
And we love you for it.
Yeah, thanks.
Everyone say, we love you, Carson. 2 balls and no strikes to the Crawdads cleanup hitter. He's got 9 runs batted in this summer. Runners on the corners. They've got Cummings picked off first. Joyce is up with it. The first baseman will throw it over to the shortstop. Now the throw back to Joyce. Wolbert is still on third base. Joyce is going to pump that way. Here's the throw to the plate. It is dropped by the catcher. The Crawdads steal home and cut the lead in half. It's 2-1.
That was a disgrace of a rundown.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
For the I mean, that was bad.
Kind of
Usually,
for both teams, to be honest, because Mark Wolbert waited a long time.
He waited a long time, sure, but the Legends were, I mean, it didn't really give him an opportunity to go. They threw it like 6 times. You know, rundowns, 2 throw max is what you shoot for. And if you're not going to get the 2 throws, you're going to at least want to get an out. They didn't even get the out, and now Casey Cummings is in scoring position.
2-0, ball high, 3-0.
That was bad.
Yeah, not good. Crawdads now a chance to tie it up or take the lead. Liao, a 3-0 count. We've seen him go green light on 3-0, but Luke has struggled with the command here in the third. 3-0, outside ball 4.
Great. Keep drawing those walks, put pressure on the defense. Second walk of the inning, and a good job by Liao to not give Lueck anything out of the zone.
It's going to be a mound visit from the Legends pitching coach. Inning started with a Mark Wolbert full count. Battled. Worked a couple 2-strike foul balls and then chopped one up the middle. Was able to beat it at first base. Casey Cummings then walked. Wolbert moved to third on a Cole Kosciuszko fly out to center field, and then Ethan Liao walked. But between that, a double steal of second and home by Cummings and Wolbert. And Mark Wolbert's doing it on the base paths. He's looking good.
Yeah, I mean, he's just running out that infield single. If he's just dogging it down the line, that's out number 1. That run doesn't score. Obviously, it looks like a whole different inning, but his hustle kind of it changes games.
Here's Aiden Camberg, a guy that has the potential to be a game changer. At the plate, looks down at his bat from the right side. No, I did that again with this same guy from the left side. Runners on first and second, 1 down. First pitch to Camberg. Outside corner. Wow.
Corner is the middle of the right-handed batter's box today.
Called strike 1. 1-0. Oh my goodness, I'm so cold. Down low, 1-1.
Stay hot.
Stay hot. Crawdads trail 2-1 here in the third, but threatening again with good speed on the base paths with Cummings on second, Liao on first. The powerful Aiden Camberg at the dish, the 2-1. Grounded past first base foul. I'm so cold this inning. That was not the 2-1. This is not a right-handed hitter. I might quit. It's that kind of day.
Feel it. It's it's not hot, but the sun's beaming right down on us. I almost feel sick because the sun.
1-2. Camberg lines it straight back. We'll do it again.
Love that swing, though. That'll make me feel better. Good, healthy cuts from Camberg. You know what would make me feel really nice? If you just put one over the 367 sign in right center field.
Yeah, put one into the water.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That would go a long way.
I wouldn't. I'd imagine that Aiden can hear us right now because we're so close to the field. So come on, Aiden.
The 1-2. Fouled back. The 1 home run he hit this summer was on a 2-strike pitch, and it was a walk-off. Gave the Crawdads the lead, and obviously walk-offs, tend to do that.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen a walk-off in which the team, ties it.
Right. A ball and 2 strikes, 1 out here in the third. Lewick set at the hip, the 1-2. Up high, ball 2. You know what would make me feel really good right now? Like a Slurpee.
No.
I'm a huge Slurpee
I am
fan.
too, but no.
I could use some brain freeze right now.
I could use a homer.
Yeah, I'd take that too. The 2-2. Popped foul off to the left side. And a nice one-handed catch by a fan.
Or just an awesome at-bat is what I'd take. And this is an awesome at-bat. I love it.
That was an awesome catch.
Nice
That was
catch.
Such an awesome catch.
Awesome view. Awesome day. Awesome.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Camberg, the left-handed hitter, waits and swings and misses. Went chasing on a ball off the outside. Strikeout number 5 for Lewick.
I feel bad for Aiden because that pitch is outside, but he has to swing at it. His umpire establishes the zone early in the count by calling that on the first pitch a strike, and it's just not. Just not.
Here's Isaiah Walker, twitchy right-handed batter. Kind of squats down in the batter's box from the right side, waves his bat forward. Runners on first and second still for the Crawdads. First pitch behind his head as both runners will advance on the wild pitch.
Now, obviously that's not intentional, but it'll get the heart rate up for Walker. And now he wants to get back at him. Tying run on third. Base hit scores 2. Speed all around.
Kind of lays the bat flat on the strike zone. Now holds it high past his right shoulder. Elbows tucked in. 2 in scoring position. 1-0. Walker, check swing, tapper, foul. 1-1. 2-1 Crawdads trail here in the third. Looking to get back in the win column after a tough loss yesterday to these same Legends. Cummings off third, Liao off second. Defense straight up for Menlo Park with Walker at the dish. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Not something we see from him a lot. Pitch down and away with a slider. 2-1. What are you laughing about?
I'm not laughing.
Oh.
Actually, at all.
Oh, you just got that big smile on.
My stomach hurts.
I usually think, equivalent. Stomach hurts, I smile. 2-1. Walker takes down and away. Sliding to his right to get it is Harmon. 3-1.
It's like a grin.
A grimace.
Grimace shake.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Grimace. Is that the Met?
Yep. 3 balls and a strike, 2 outs here in the third. Lewick set at the hip, the 3-1 to Walker. Is lined right back to Lewick, who reaches up to snag it. Not hit all that hard, but Lewick makes the play to end the inning. Crawdads score a run, cut the lead in half. We'll head to the bottom of the third. 2-1 Crawdads trail. Emmett Finney leads off for the Legends here in the bottom of the third. 2-1. Legends lead. Crawdads trail. Finney, Avila, and Shea for 5-6 for the Legends. The third base coach for the Legends has been late every inning. Jackson Bird's first pitch is way outside, ball 1.
I think he's a very talkative guy, and I think he gets caught in conversation with someone down in the first base dugout.
1-0 on the inside corner with the fastball. Tough pitch for Finney to have to take, but it's a ball and a strike. Drew. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big swing on a changeup down low, 1-2.
It's a nice pitch. Really nice pitch down below the zone. Started at the knees, and it kind of just falls off.
From the windup, the 1-2 is swung on and missed. Got the sword, slider down low. Rios will complete the putout with Finney walking back to the Legends dugout already. Back-to-back punches, spanning back to the second.
Now batting, left fielder, number 30.
That's another good pitch, just doubled up on the changeup. And Finney was frustrated. I don't know if you saw, but he's kind of walking down the first baseline. And then faked through his bat at the first base coach.
JP Avila watches the first pitch, fastball down and away, 1-0. Finney 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts now. The 1-0. At the base of the strike zone, perfect pitch, 1-1. Drew Aguiar was walking behind us.
Yes, he was.
I mean, it's Aggie Bump Day.
Is it?
I hope so. 1-1. Grounded past third, fair ball down the left field line. Around to get it in the corner is Camberg as Avila pumps around first, heading for second. He's going to stand up safely at second with a 1-out stand-up double.
Yeah, that one hit pretty hard. 101 off the bat. Down the line, first extra base hit for the Legends today. Just in a nice spot. Royo has no chance. And with 1 out, man on scoring position.
And after Avila went 0 for his last 9 with 5 strikeouts, now 2 for 2, has an RBI and a double and is halfway to the cycle. Here's Kevin Shea, who grounded out to the first baseman, Kosciuszko, back in the first. First pitch, tapped foul off to the right. First base coach makes a two-handed play. Gets it back to the mound, 0-1.
Soft hands.
Crawdads trail 2-1. Both of the runs for the Legends came back in the first. It was an RBI sac fly by Dylan Joyce and then an RBI single by Avila, who's on second base. 0-1. Slider off the outside. Wanted to get the chase, but couldn't do so as Shea started to trigger his hands, couldn't get them across the zone. A ball and a strike. Crawdads got their lone run in the top half of the third as the 1-1. He's grounded softly up the middle. Calvillo right there to get it. Shuffle step, throw to first just in time for the second out. Moving up to third on the play is Avila.
Throw had some zip on it from Calvillo. And he needed every bit of it because Shea was burning down the line. He's able to just get that throw in ahead of the runner. And now with 2 outs, Bird can relax a little bit and work from the windup potentially.
We'll see. You can kind of almost never really tell with Bird as he will go from the windup. First pitch to Walsh is a backdoor slider that misses a little outside, 1-0. He does completely rock into his windup, and he starts everything kind of the same, with 1 foot forward, hand tucked behind his back, and then sets at the belt. One of them, though, he goes into the rocking motion, which he does here, and induces a pop-up on the infield. This should end the inning as Calvillo, the shortstop, charges in, now steps back. Two-hand style makes the catch, and it's a shutdown third for Jackson Bird. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Carson Mercier on play-by-play. Crawdads trailing 2-1 when we come back.
Top half of the fourth inning at the College of San Mateo. 2-1 the scores. The Crawdads come to bat. Reese Lewick, the starter for the Legends, has been good today. Had a little bit of a rocky third inning, but he's able to limit the damage, just allow the 1 run, and he'll start the fourth inning. There is action down the first base line in the Legends bullpen. Looks like a right-hander, not really thrown with too much intent as of yet. Here's Cam Calvillo, 7-8-9 for the Crawdads, and a first pitch slider misses down below the zone, 1-0. Calvillo walked in his only at bat. That was back in the second inning. 1-0 to him here. Fastball grounded foul into the Crawdad dugout, and the count evens, a ball and a strike. Crawdads back in the third got each of the first 2 guys in the inning on base. Wolbert started it with an infield single. Casey Cummings would walk, able to work their way around the bases. Wolbert would come home to score. Crawdads weren't able to get anything else after that. 1-1 pitch. Slider in there for a strike, and Calvillo's down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. 1 run on 3 hits for the Dads, 2 runs on 3 hits for the Menlo Park Legends. Ball and 2 strikes. Lewick delivers a slider that's hit on the ground to the second baseman. Shea has some trouble with it, picks it up, throws to first, and just in time to get Cam Calvillo. So 4-3 for the first out of the fourth.
Calvillo hit it pretty hard. Second baseman Shea, like you said, couldn't make a play on it cleanly. It looked like Calvillo wasn't going his fullest out of the box. Probably thought it was going to be an easy play for the second baseman and ended up having to kind of pick him up and put him down late in his run to the first base back.
So Ben Royo, Crawdad third baseman, stands in right side and takes a slider high and tight. 1-0 the count. Royo walks back in the second inning, his lone at bat of the day. Stands with his toes on that front line and cranks this one to left field deep. Avila going back. He can't see it. The ball is foul. I didn't see it either.
I have no idea where that ball is.
It was so high up in the air. 40 degrees on the launch angle. And I guess a foul ball. So a ball and a strike now on Royo, way out and ahead of that first strike, and he is out in front of this one as well, but kind of checks the swing and takes a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Pitch was called the ball, but appeal down to first. Got the swing.
So Lewick from the windup, 1-2 pitch. Fastball top of the zone. This one to left field. Avila still having trouble with it. He can't see it. Now he's going to charge hard. It'll drop right in front of him, a base hit. Royo, a huge turnaround first, but he's going to head back there. And Royo reaches safely with a 1-out single.
Yeah, JP Avila thought the 39-degree launch angle was high. How about 48.4? That is hit high in the air. And a completely blue sky with the sun kind of right in his face, and there's nothing he can do about that one.
Ben Royo starting to get it going a little bit. Double yesterday, hit a couple of balls 100+ miles an hour, and he's on board for the second time today now. Xavier Rios, the catcher, who checks his swing, fastball top of the zone, and appeal, and no go, says the first base umpire. So 1-0 the count. 2-1 Crawdads trail top of the fourth inning. Lewick comes set with the purple glove held against his leg, and the 1-0 pitch, slider, swing and a miss. Ball and a strike. Pretty good pitch. We've seen Lewick go to that pitch a good bit today, or at least some variations of it. Seen a little bit of a harder one, and then that softer one is a fastball. It's ripped into straightaway center field. Coming in hard is John Goldberg. He'll dive and it'll get past him. Crawdad's going to be on the run. Arroyo rounding third. He's going to score. Rios headed to third. He will stand up there with an RBI triple to tie the game at 2.
Xavier Rios just goes down, kind of digs one out, flips it into center field. John Goldberg almost got it, but it was in front of him enough to where the ball just bounced over his glove, and that'll play. Xavier Rios starting to swing it.
Bounced back from his first at-bat in which he struck out with runners on first and second when the Crawdads were really starting to threaten Reese Lewick a little bit. Now that'll flip to the top of the order in Mark Wolbert, who's 2 for 2 with a pair of infield base hits. He really had to leg out both of them, and he got there by just a step. The Legends infield will come in, and the first pitch misses outside to Wolbert.
My biggest piece of knowledge that I've gained from this game, I'll tell you in a minute.
1-0. Ground ball right side. First baseman Joyce has some trouble with it. He'll race Wolbert to the bag and just beat him there by a step. Rios not going anywhere, and there's 2 outs in the inning.
The biggest thing that I've picked up this game is how much fun it is to watch Noah Madsen just be on the team. Like he's the team guy right now. After every inning, he goes out, gives the high fives to his pitcher and catcher. He he's flashing the WC as Rios got into third with a triple. He's out there. He hasn't thrown yet this summer. He wants to get out there, and you love to see that.
So now Casey Cummings infield will retreat a little bit with 2 outs in the inning, and Casey takes it down low, 1-0. Casey 0 for 1 today, but walked in the third, came around to third, wasn't able to score. Rios takes his lead off third, 1-0 pitch, fastball down low, 2-0. I think last year's team full of great characters, this year's team full of great characters as well. Something I noticed in the Carson Yasa start a few days ago is, I think it was Nikhil Beasley is the 2-0, is in there for a strike, 2-1. Nikhil Beasley catching him to warm up, but I think it was Firestone who was catching him in the game. Maybe Rios, one of the two.
Rios, yeah.
Either way, Beasley not the starting catcher, and kind of just catching him as the 2-1 is lined right at the second baseman, Kevin Shea. I'll get back to my little story in the bottom of the 4th inning. Crawdads able to tie the game at 2 thanks to an Xavier Rios triple. To the bottom of the 4th we go here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Home half of the 4th inning, College of San Mateo. We are tied at 2. Jackson Bird back to work for the Crawdads. Trevor Harmon, Ryson Ujimori, and then the top of the order, Hayden Jung Goldberg coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning. Crawdads able to scratch a run across in the top half. Jackson Bird going to try and shut them down in the bottom half. First pitch swinging here, couple of hops for Calvillo across the diamond in time, 6-3 on the putout to start the 4th inning. A nice start for Jackson Bird, who kind of struggled in the 1st inning but has really settled down since. Got the first 2 guys out in the 2nd inning, then would load the bases, a couple of hit-by pitches and a walk. Struck out Dylan Joyce to leave the bases loaded, and gave up a 1-out double in the 3rd. Get the next couple of guys on a ground out and an infield pop-up. So he's been a lot better now. The number 9 man, Ryson Ujimori, will take down low, ball 1.
And back to the play that was made before, Cam Calvillo at short. We've seen him at 3rd most of the year. Ben Royo, a shortstop by trade, but Royo struggled throwing the ball so far this summer, especially in the last couple of games.
1-0 on the corner for a strike.
And so they flip those 2, and now Royo makes a really good play on his first play of the game. Nick Walsh should have chopper over the 3rd base bag. Royo was able to get it over to 1st in time. Calvillo sure-handed his ever at shortstop as well.
1-1. Slider check swing, kind of gets away from Rios. They'll appeal, no go. So 2 balls and a strike.
Keep telling me about Nikhil Beasley, by the way.
Yeah, so it was more about Carson Yasa, but either way, Beasley finishes catching as Rios comes back to take over and get the innings started. Here's the 2-1. And a line drive, base hit through the right side, past the dive of Cole Kosciuszko. And the number 9 man, Ryson Ujimori, is on for the 2nd time today, this time via the base hit. Now the top of the order coming up. But as Beasley's walking off the field, Carson Yasa takes a few steps off the mound and just says, hey, thank you. Thank you for doing that. And it's something that you kind of see up and down this lineup. There's just a lot of good guys. Noah Madsen, one of those guys.
The 2 Nebraska kids.
A team
Madsen,
guy,
Madsen,
yeah. It really feels like everyone wants to be there, be here, throw over, and backstanding is Ujimori. And
you don't always get that,
no.
especially in summer ball.
Yeah, I don't want to say it could be a toxic environment in summer ball, but everyone's kind of here for themselves. Right. And these guys have done a really good job of bringing the team aspect into it. As Hayden Jung Goldberg fouls a pitch into the first base dugout, 0-1. And it's something we saw in last year's team a lot too, but this year's team kind of starting to gel together just about as well as last year's team, I would say. No balls, a strike. Bird home, lefty-lefty. This one flied into right. Wolbert going back. He'll have room, and he makes the catch pretty casually out there in fairly deep right field. Now 2 gone in the 4th.
I think this year's team a little quieter in-game. Last year's team was pretty loud in game. There were a lot of big characters. This team I don't think has as many big, like Ryan Ellis, I'm louder than everyone else. Brian Duroff, who, was as fierce as anyone. But this team is just a bunch of guys that really like playing together.
Evan Bilter now fouls one back to the screen. nothing, and a 1 for a second straight batter. 2-2 tie in the bottom of the 4th inning. Walnut Creek Crawdads, Menlo Park Legends.
Last year, the big characters were the bullpen.
Yeah.
Ryan Troy,
Yeah,
Kate Cushing.
I was about to say the roll
The
call.
roll call was awesome.
So funny. 2-2 in the dirt, blocked by Rios, or 0-1 in the dirt, blocked by Rios. Count goes to a ball.
I just remembered the roll call as we were talking about that. The roll call was so much fun.
It was pretty funny. The only thing, they did it in different innings every game, and it was just completely random. 1-1, top of the zone, called strike on the fastball from Jackson Bird. Ball and 2 strikes on Evan Bilter.
Ryan Troy might have been the biggest character the Crawdads have ever had.
Always the loudest on the bus. In the bus games, you could always hear him. Ball and 2 strikes, throw over, but Ujimori back standing. Not a true attempt from Jackson Bird, kind of just flipped it over. So ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Bird set, a peek to first. The fastball home is flared into right field. Going back is Walker. He's got it on the outfield turf to make the catch and end the inning. Jackson Bird works around the 1-out single as the Legends do not score. Let's go to the 5th, tied at 2 on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Top of the 5th inning.
Hey, it would be nice if you asked if I was ready to go on air when I was trying
Top
to
of the
tell
5th
you about
inning.
change.
Top of the 5th, 2-2 tie. Cole Kosciuszko coming up, and a new pitcher for the Legends. Nolan Rodriguez, right-hander, fires and misses high, 1-0. Another change for the Legends. Ben Samanara comes behind the plate for Trevor Harmon. And Samanara will take over at the number 8 spot in the batting lineup as Kosciuszko pulls this one down the line and a fair ball past Joyce and a base hit. Kosciuszko, small turnaround first, and he's on board. His 2nd hit of the game. And a leadoff single for the Dads.
Nolan Rodriguez, the new pitcher, no record on his summer. 4 games pitched, 5 1/3 innings, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks, 6 hits, 5.06 ERA.
Now Ethan Liao, man on first. Nobody out, top of the 5th inning. 2-2 ball game between the Crawdads and the Legends. 5 hits for the Dads. That the 5th for Kosciuszko. And the first pitch misses outside. 1-0 the count to the designated hitter, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Also struck out back in the 1st inning. Not the first time that we've seen Nolan Rodriguez this year. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses high. 2 balls, no strikes. We saw him on that game on June 19th. Went just an inning, walked 1, struck out 2 to not allow anything else. Kosciuszko takes a small lead off first. 2-0 from Rodriguez is in the dirt, ball 3. So after falling behind Kosciuszko 1-0, giving up a hit to Kosciuszko, has fallen behind Ethan Liao 3-0. Dangerous batter waits on deck, Aiden Camberg. 3-0 count. Up high, ball 4. Pitch walk to Ethan Liao. Runners on first and second. Nobody out in top of the fifth for the Dads.
All right. This Legends pitching staff has been really, really good all summer. One of the best in the CCL. Just a bunch of strike throwers. It's not what you're going to get with Nolan Rodriguez, a guy that struggled with the walk so far this summer, that struggled with the walk this year at Menlo. But, you know, got to score here for the Crawdads.
Seminar out to the top of the mound to talk to the newly entered Rodriguez, who relieves Reese Lueck and was pretty good. 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. So that walk to Liao, the 4th walk of the day, issued by Legends pitching. Aiden Camberg stands in from the left side, looking for his first hit, looking to give the Crawdads their first lead. He'll take a strike, 0-1. Camberg 0 for 2, flew out to pretty deep center and struck out swinging in the second and third. 0-1 in the dirt, a ball and a strike on the left fielder. Wind blowing in and kind of swirling now out to center field. Trees in the distance bouncing back and forth. Infield, outfield pretty much straight up for Camberg, who rests his bat on the left shoulder. Rodriguez comes set at the belt. Takes a peek to Kosciuszko on second. And comes home with the 1-1. Curveball, little below the knees, and it's 2-1.
I think it's 3-1. I don't know. 2-1. Board said 2-0. My book had 2-1. The broadcaster for the Legends said 3-0.
2-1 for a strike, so we can confirm it wasn't a 2-strike count at least.
Bang!
Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rodriguez kind of holds his glove over his mouth before he comes set at the belt. 1 look to second. Curveball hit on the ground right side. Past the dive of Shea and into right field, a base hit. Kosciuszko going to take the turnaround third. He will score, and an RBI base hit for Aiden Camberg, and the Crawdads lead at 3-2 in the 5th.
And Camberg just kind of reaches out and down to get that one. Hit pretty hard off the bat, and that's all strength from Aiden Camberg. 94 off the bat and a ball that he was kind of lunging out to get. Crawdads take their first lead since playing the Seagulls on Thursday.
So the second baseman now, Isaiah Walker, who's 0 for 2. Still runners on first and second. Crawdads now lead at 3-2. They've scored in each of the last 3 innings. Still nobody out. Rodriguez has struggled to start his day. First pitch fastball, skied to the right side, pretty deep. Bilter going back. He's got a beat on it. He'll make the catch. Tagging from second is Liao. The throw goes to second, and Camberg is out there on the 9-6-4 put out.
Really, really smart play by the infield of the Legends. And I don't hate the take by Camberg. I think he saw the ball going in. Thought they were going to try to get Liao at third because, honestly, a strong throw by Bilter could have gotten him. But they turn, they make the flip. Just good awareness from the infield.
So still a runner in scoring position now for Cam Calvillo. 2 outs in the inning. So the Crawdads have kind of walked themselves out of some innings as of recently as the 1-0, or the first pitch misses high, 1-0. Nice stop by Seminar to just bounce out of his crouch and pull that one down. Yesterday, it was Ethan Liao, quote, missed first base, end quote. 1-0 off the outside, but called a strike, 1-1. And we saw, at least I saw, my first 7, 6, 1, 3. It was a wild one. Ball and a strike. Curveball in the dirt, blocked by Seminar. Has had to work hard already in his first inning of work behind the plate.
And we saw that from him the other day. Seminara really good behind the plate.
2 balls, a strike, 2 outs, top of the 5th. 3-2 Crawdads leading, but an additional run leads off third. Rodriguez only working from the stretch and blows a fastball right past Calvillo. Count goes to 2-2. Cam walked in the second, grounded out to second in the 4th inning. Playing shortstop today. We've seen him play third a whole bunch this summer. Him and Ben Royo kind of just flip-flopping. Royo waits on deck as the 2-2's pulled foul. Rodriguez, after a deep breath, comes set. 2-2 home. Curveball chopped to third. Walsh has it on a high hop, slings it across, and in time to retire this side. However, Crawdads on a couple of hits score 1 run and take their first lead since Thursday against the Seagulls. To the bottom half of the 5th we go, 3-2 on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Crawdads lead 3-2, bottom of the 5th inning here at College of San Mateo. Dads have scored in each of the last 3 innings as the Legends come to bat with Dylan Joyce, Emmett Finney, and JP Avila. Joyce ready from the right side, and the starter Jackson Bird fires in a fastball strike at 87 miles an hour. Count goes to 0-1. Jackson Bird has done a nice job silencing the bat of Dylan Joyce today as the 0-1 misses in the dirt, a ball and a strike. Got him to strike out to end the 2nd inning with the bases loaded. Joyce did fly into a sacrifice fly. It scored a run in the 1st. 0-1 is hit hard on the ground but foul down the first base line, and Bird is ahead 1-2.
Some action in the Crawdads bullpen. Looks like there's a lefty getting loose down there.
It looks like Bronzini, if we're looking at the same guy. I don't think Bronzini is hot today, so we'll have to wait and see. And something going on with Rios, needs a new mask.
Might be Bronzini, actually. Can't quite tell. I don't know if he was on the hot list, but you know, he's a portal guy. There might be some scouts here. Never know. Every time you see someone in kind of a
1-2, tapped foul.
right, you got like nondescript clothing.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like it looks like someone who would be like at the start of a like someone who would trigger something in a bank heist movie, right?
Looks like he's going fishing.
Right. Yeah, we put it very differently, but I think we kind of mean the same thing.
1-2, swing and a miss. Jackson Bird able to get Dylan Joyce on strikes for the 2nd time today. There's 1 out now in the 5th.
The strikeout stuff hasn't been there the same way that we've gotten used to for Bird, but 4 strikeouts through 4 1/3, that'll play. The stuff has been good, and again, he needs to get into his rhythm sometimes, and that's why you're okay with him as a starting pitcher. He's not a guy that's going to come in and get 2 outs out of the bullpen.
Now Emmett Finney grounds one left side. Calvillo deep in the hole, gloves it long. Throw across is just not in time. Pulled Kosciuszko off the bag. I think had it been online, Finney would have been out. A great effort nonetheless on both ends of the diamond. Calvillo to just glove it and get a throw off, and Kosciuszko nearly kept his foot on the bag, but instead an infield single for Emmett Finney with 1 out.
He's going to get pinch run for as well. That'll end Finney's day. Can't tell who it is over at first.
Looks like 18. I know.
Say 1-something.
Not an extremely hot day today, but if you haven't been tuned in for the whole broadcast, the sun just beaming. Baskin
Oh,
Smith.
no.
Now batting for the Legends,
Killer.
left fielder, number 3, J.P. Avila.
So JP Avila, and as I was saying, not an extremely hot day. The sun kind of just beaming straight down on us with no shade protection, and every time I put my laptop out, it overheats. So no roster for me as Avila takes down low in the dirt, 1-0. Saw Baskin Smith yesterday in the ball game. Played
Homered.
center field, had a 2-run homer in the 1st inning. Went 1 for 4. Ball no strikes. Bird home. Finds the outer corner and a ball and a strike. 3-2 Crawdads lead, bottom of the 5th inning. 1 out in the inning as Smith takes his lead off. First pinch running for Emmett Finney. Lefty-righty matchup. And Bird drops in a curveball called strike, and he's ahead 1-2.
It does look like he could go fishing.
Yeah, the bucket hat,
Yeah.
the cargo shorts.
Right.
1-2 pitch. Curveball, little low. Got a nibble from Avila, but not the whole bite.
Well, I think the funniest part is that he doesn't even, we don't even know if he's a scout. He could
probably
be a
not.
scout or a dad, but they look exactly the same.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first, Bird home. Curveball hits softly the other way. Walker has 1 play. It's to first. He makes it, and there's 1 gone. Snap throw to second, but standing on the bag was Vaskin Smith. So 4-3 on the put out, 2 outs in the inning, and a man now on second base.
Yeah, runner moves to second, so what? 2 down in the inning.
Now batting,
Got to keep this lead if you're Bird. He's been really, really good over the last 4 innings.
So Kevin Shea, the second baseman who they announced as the shortstop, now stands in from the left side and takes a slider down below the zone. 1-0. Shea 0 for 2 today. Bounced out to first and grounded out to third in his 2 trips to the dish so far. Bird with the 1-0. Fastball on the knees. Ball and a strike. Pretty nice spot from Jackson Bird. 86 to 89. We've seen him with the fastball today. Didn't get up to 92, at least not yet.
Still got some pitches.
1-1. Fastball line drive, center field, down and a base hit. Rounding third is Smith. He will score in a game-tying single for Kevin Shea in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, really nice piece of hitting. Goes out, gets that one, slaps it the other way. Kind of a little over right back where it came from, right? Left center field. Just drop it in, get a knock, tie the game.
Second hit of the inning. And now it'll give Nicholas Walsh a chance to keep this thing going. First pitch grounded left side. Royo charges it. Gloves, gathers, goes to first and gets him by a step. But the damage has been done. Jackson Bird allows a run on 2 hits, and the Legends tie the game. Let's go to the 6th 3-3 tie at the College of San Mateo. Royo Rios Wolbert, top of the 6th inning, 3-3 tie. Crawdads and Legends. Rodriguez back to work for the Legends. His first pitch misses way high over the head of Ben Royo, and it's 1-0. Olin got the 5th inning. First 3 batters of the 5th were able to reach for the Dads. They had able to cash in with a run, which at the time would put them ahead. 1-0, misses high, looked like an off-speed pitch, 2-0. Then the Legends would answer right back. Emmett Finney singled. He'd get pinch ran for. Vaskin Smith would score on a 2-out single from Kevin Shays. The 2-1 is in there for a strike to Royo. 2-1 the count. That's how we're tied at 3. 2 in the bottom of the 1st for the Legends. One in each of the last 3 for the Crawdads. As this one pulled down the left field line, and a fair ball for Ben Royo. He's going to round first. He's going to head for second. Some trouble with it for JP Avila in the corner, and Ben Royo has second base, standing his second hit of the day.
Stay hot, Ben Royo. 3 straight really good games for him after one of the toughest stretches you'd have to imagine in his entire baseball career. Pokes this one down the left field line, 95 off the bat, caught a barrel, caught a double.
Now Xavier Rios, who caught a triple back in the 4th. That tied the game at 2. On the right side, waggles his bat as he waits for the first pitch. Rodriguez comes home with it and misses way high, 1-0. 3 runs, 8 hits for the Crawdads. 3 runs, 6 hits for the Legends. Ball no strikes. Rodriguez home. Curveball hit on the ground left side, but just to the left of the third base bag, and a foul ball, 1-1.
Yeah, apparently the Legends gave the Cam Calvillo, the Emmett Finney single, an error on Cam Calvillo last inning, which is crazy.
Yeah, it just wasn't.
No, he had to dive to get it and then threw across the diamond.
Ball on a strike. Here it is. Curveball popped up left side, carrying pretty well. Walsh going back. It's the shortstop, Ryson Ujimori, who makes the catch in foul ground. Had to go a long way to get it, but he does, and there's one away. Kind of an obstructed view for us as the third base dugout's in the way, but he made a nice play with a lot of foul ground down there.
Yeah, that's a really, really nice play. It's Kevin Shea back at short now. We were kind of wondering about that last inning, and he makes a really, really good play.
So who's at second? We don't know.
Nope.
All right. Here's Mark Wolbert. 2 for 3 today. A couple of infield base knocks and a run scored. Chance to put the Crawdads on top as he grounds this one to first. Joyce has it on 3 big hops. He'll win the race to first and steps there himself. Moving up to third base is Royo, but now 2 out in the inning for Casey Cummings.
I'll try to figure out who's at second. Looks like,
Now batting center fielder, number 5, Casey
I don't know.
Cummings.
wish I could tell you.
All right. So Casey Cummings lined out sharply to end the 4th inning and leave a runner on third base. Same spot for him here as he takes a strike, and the count's 0-1. Royo started the inning with a double. Rios popped up, and Wolbert grounded out. 0-1. Fouled back into the screen, and Casey's down in the count, 0-2. He's already struck out once today, struck out twice yesterday. Strikeout's been a problem for Casey all summer long. But getting his first at-bats in this summer. Didn't really play much over the spring as he rifles this one into right field and a base hit into the corner. Casey Cummings thinking 2 all the way, and some trouble in the corner and right. Bilter can't come up with it. Taken off for third is Cummings. He's in standing, and a triple to put the Crawdads on top 4-3.
Casey Cummings, 2-strike, protect me, lines it over the first base bag. Would have been 3 either way, but yeah, definitely got helped by Bilter in the right field corner who dropped the ball. Casey Cummings, how about that?
90 miles an hour off the bat. That's a barrel. It extends the inning, and it gives the Crawdads the lead. And things have kind of gone back and forth here through the middle parts of this game. Crawdads now have scored in each of the last 4 innings. Chance to add on with Cole Kosciuszko. First pitch curveball misses down by the back foot, and it's 1-0. Cole singled to start the 5th inning, would come home to score the lone run of the inning. He is 2 for 3 with a double. Ball no strikes. Rodriguez from the stretch. High leg kick, and the fastball kind of fouled off the front knee of Kosciuszko. He's walking down the first base line, hobbling. That looked pretty painful.
Yeah, got him good.
Kind of that inner part of the knee. Ouch.
Ouch back.
4-3 the score. top of the 6th inning. Crawdads 9 hits so far today. They had just 7 yesterday. Didn't have more than 2 in any inning. And so far today, they have 2 in 3 innings. 4 innings, rather that. 2 in the first, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. As this one's blasted to right field. Bilter going back. Forget it. 2-run homer for Cole Kosciuszko, and the Crawdads lead it 6-3 in the 6th.
I think the leg is feeling just fine.
Yeah, who needs a knee?
Hardest hit ball. I mean, that's Kirk Gibson, right? In the World Series. The slowest trot he'll ever have around the base paths. That was the best hit ball of the year for the Crawdads. 104 off the bat, 408 feet to right field. He clobbered that ball.
The home run leader in the CCL continues to add on. He's up to 3 now on the year. Just some unbelievable stuff. I mean, hitting the ball 1,000 miles an hour pretty much every at-bat.
Not 1,000.
And now he's a triple away from the cycle as Liao takes down low 1-0. It was a joke.
Oh, I couldn't tell. Sometimes you add a 0 here and there.
No. I knew what I was doing. 1-0. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes.
Sometimes I can't tell with you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Liao 0 for 1, struck out in his first at-bat, has walked twice since. 2-0. High. That's ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Crawdads leading 6-3 over the Menlo Park Legends, trying to get some revenge after the Legends beat them at home yesterday. 3-0.
He's seen 12 straight balls. He hasn't seen a strike since the first inning.
So 2-out walk. Now Aiden Camberg. And time is called.
And this inning was 2 down, runner on third, back after Mark Wolbert grounded out. But then a triple by Casey Cummings, homer by Cole Kosciuszko. Crawdads are a single away from the cycle as a team this inning.
That's pretty crazy.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
Might be the day for Nolan Rodriguez. Looks like it is.
New pitcher coming in for the Legends will step aside. Pitching change, 6-3 the score, top of the 6th. You're listening to Crawdads Baseball here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads Streaming Network. Crawdads looking to keep the inning going in the top of the 6th inning. Already 3 runs scored as the Legends make a pitching change. It's a left-hander, Hunter Haynes. He relieves Nolan Rodriguez, who struggled a bit today. An inning and 2/3, 4 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Line not closed. He leaves the runner on first base. And the first pitch from Haynes misses way high and in to Aiden Camberg, a left-handed hitter. So maybe the Legends playing matchups here in the top of the 6th inning. Lefty-lefty as Haynes comes set. A couple of looks to first. Long hold and comes home. 1-0 fouled straight back and into the net. Ball and a strike. Camberg 1 for 3 today. Muscled a single through the right side. And I say muscled because it didn't look like the prettiest of swings, but he hit it 94 miles an hour and through the right side of the infield. Flew out to center in the second and also struck out swinging. Ball and a strike. Haynes set and the pitch. Fastball top of the zone. Swing and a miss. Just kind of pushed it right past Aiden Camberg, and that's something we don't see a whole lot. Camberg late on the fastball. Now going to have to protect with 2 strikes. Liao takes his lead off first. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3 runs home in the inning for the Dads as the 1-2 misses high and tight, kind of bent Camberg over backwards to get out of the way of it.
I mean, you get why this guy has good stuff. 89, 90 from the left side. Good hard fastball. Whippy motion.
2-2 pitch in the dirt, 45-footer. Liao going to take out for second. The throw down, there's a laser, and not in time. Getting in just ahead of the throw is Ethan Liao. He advances on the wild pitch. And the count's full on Aiden Camberg. I mean, that was 90-mile-an-hour fastball, 10 feet in front of home plate. Ben Seminara really had no chance at it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner in scoring position for Aiden Camberg. He waits. Haynes comes set, takes a deep breath. Leg kick, and the pitch is fouled back and over our heads, so the count will stay full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 6 runs, 10 hits for the Crawdads. 3 runs, 6 hits for the Legends. Crawdads and Legends in the second of a little 2-game mini-series.
Hello, 92. 89, 92 from the left side that'll play.
It's not bad. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Here it is. Home curveball popped up out of the hand of Haynes. And Camberg going to take ball forward. Actually popped out of the glove of Seminara as well. Liao able to advance to third. Crawdads have runners on the corners, 2 out. And Isaiah Walker coming up.
And what we saw in the last inning in the bottom half of the 5th is 2 out base runners taking extra bases can come through big. If back in the last inning the runner hadn't taken third or hadn't taken second on the fly out to center field, he wouldn't have scored on the next play. Those are all big. Every 90-foot advancement does something.
Walker 0 for 3 today. Chance to keep adding on for the Crawdads as he fouls this one back and into the screen, 0-1. So the Crawdads kind of doing today what they were unable to do yesterday, and it's hit with 2 outs and cash in with runners on base. And it's pretty much all thanks to Cole Kosciuszko, a 2-run homer, but Casey Cummings a triple and Ben Royo a double to get this inning started. No balls, a strike. This one tapped on the ground left side. Nick Walsh, the third baseman, going to try and barehand across the diamond, and not in time. An infield single for Isaiah Walker. Liao comes home to score, and the Dads lead at 7-3.
There's the cycle this inning. Single, double, triple, homer. 4 runs home in the inning. Keep it going. Cam, the 9th guy to hit for the Crawdads. Isaiah Walker, about as slow as you can hit a ball. Didn't even read on track, man, but a knock is a knock. And with how cold Walker's been over the last couple days, he'll take it.
And it keeps the inning going. Now Cam Calvillo. Like you said, just trying to get it together here. He's the number 9th man in the lineup to hit this inning. He'll take inside 1-0. Crawdads 4 runs home. 4 hits, single, double, triple, homer. Not in that order.
No.
But indeed a thing. Camberg off second, Walker off first, 1-0. Calvillo waits Haynes, taking his time. He'll come home, and a fastball misses high. It's kind of been the miss. Up and away to righties, up and in to lefties. Fastball's got the good velo, but hasn't quite found the command.
Did you already talk about how Hunter Haynes is famous?
Did not.
TikTok legend.
Good for him.
Big TikTok guy.
2-0. The pitch. Top of the zone and a strike, 2-1. Do you follow him?
No.
Okay. You just know about him.
Yeah, I looked him up the other day because Austin Harrington told me about it. But he's got, he's one of those like million+ likes guys. Like he's a dude. People know him.
2-1. Haynes home. Fastball inside. And a 3-ball count now on Cameron Calvillo with Ben Royo waiting on deck. Royo doubled to start this inning. Crawdads trying to send a 10th man to the plate. Potentially load the bases. 3 balls, a strike, and 2 outs. Second baseman, whoever it is, holds on Camberg. 3-1. Up high, ball 4. The bases are loaded, and the Crawdads will send a 10th man to the plate.
Crawdads needed an inning like this. It's been a while. Even the other day against San Francisco, there were a couple okay innings, but there was no real big sustained run like this. And for an offense that's been kind of struggling over the last few games, you'll take this.
Royo, 2 for 2 today, including a walk. Walked in the second, singled in the fourth, and doubled down the left field line in this inning. Now bats with the bases loaded and 2 outs. 4 runs already home for the Crawdads. Looking to just keep adding on as the first pitch fastball is right down the middle for a strike. 0-1. The streak of 7+ runs scored in a game ended at 5 games for the Crawdads yesterday, but able to get back on track pretty much promptly after. 7 runs already here today. 0-1 pitch in the dirt.
That'll officially end the day for Nolan Rodriguez as well. An inning and 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs. All of them earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Struggled, especially with the walk and then the big hits by Kosciuszko and Cummings.
Haynes peers home, waits a sign from Seminara, gets it and comes set. Royo just standing tall, waiting for the 1-1. And it's a fastball. It misses high and away, 2-1. So the command is really just all over the place for Hunter Haynes. It wasn't exactly ideal for Nolan Rodriguez either. He walked 2 in his inning and 2/3. Two balls and a strike. 2-1. Flared to right field, slicing at a foul ball. It'll get into the Legends or bullpen, where one of their bullpen pitchers tried to make a barehanded catch. It kind of just slipped right through his fingers. What a hurt.
I was going to say, probably a better thing for him that it went through his hands. It's not a comfortable play.
So now a 2-strike count for Ben Royo. He's been a lot better in the 2-strike count as of late. Hasn't struck out in his last 2+ games. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, 4 runs home in the inning for the Crawdads. They lead 7-3. The pitch fouled straight back into the net. We'll do the 2-2 over.
I love these at-bats from Ben Roy over the last couple days. It feels like everything is kind of starting to go his way again, starting to put the ball in play a little more on the defensive end. He's looked really good at third base today. And this is the Ben Royo that we were expecting. You know, early in the season, it might have been a little unsustainable just how good he was at the start of the year. And then it was also unsustainable how poor he was hitting over the last couple weeks. But now this feels like Ben Royo.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded for the Crawdads. Haynes set from the stretch. Fastball taken, strike 3, right on the outer corner, and Royo didn't think so. However, the Crawdads score 4 times in the inning, 3 extra base hits, including Cole Kosciuszko's 3rd home run of the year. We'll go to the bottom half, 7-3, the Dads lead. Brand new ball game as we enter the bottom of the 6th inning. Crawdads leading 7-3 after a 4-run top half. They'll turn the ball to another lefty, Chase Dabbs. The day for Jackson Bird is done. 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Ben Seminara to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Legends. First pitch swinging. This one struck well to right center field. Cummings drifting back to the track. He drops the ball. Heading for second is Seminara, and he will get there standing on the E8. Don't see that often, but maybe a tough play with some factors, the sun, the wind. Nonetheless, Seminara is on second to start the inning.
Sun, wind, well-struck ball, kind of going awkwardly was Casey Cummings moving back into his left, couldn't make the play. On the year so far for the lefty Chase Dabbs, 0-0, 4 games. This is 5th overall, 3rd in league play. 9 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 7 walks, 4.66 ERA. So I think they just flipped Ujimori and Shea. Ujimori was playing short earlier. Now he's at second.
And he bats here, takes a strike, 0-1. Was 1 for 1 off of the starter Jackson Bird. Got hit by a pitch in the 2nd and singled in the 4th inning. Dabbs working with the man on second base. So 1 pitch, slider kind of just floated out of his hand, and it's 1-1.
Final line for Jay Bird was pretty good. Crawdad starter, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, in line for his 3rd win of the year.
Thanks, bro.
What?
Nothing. 0-1, or 1-1 in there for a strike 1 and 2.
I'm allowed to do that.
I did it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my bad.
Yeah, it's all good. I said literally everything that you said.
Oh,
yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah. Stay hot.
Yeah.
Ball and 2 strikes, nobody out, bottom of the 6th inning. Dabbs peers home, gets his sign, comes set, just below his belt. Fastball. 91 miles an hour, called strike 3, top of the zone. Ujimori can't believe it, but he goes down looking for the first out of the 6th.
Was a strike, kind of the exact same place that back in the last inning, Ben Royo got rung up on to end the inning. And it's kind of right there.
5th strikeout for Crawdad. Pitching today, now top of the order, Hayden Jung Goldberg. Jung Goldberg 0 for 1. A walk, a run scored, a stolen base, a hit by pitch, and a fly out to right field. Lefty-lefty matchup. This one gets away from Rios. Taking off for third is Seminara, and he'll get there. Feet first slide ahead of the throw on the wild pitch.
92 from Dabbs. We usually see him sit kind of 87 to 89. He'll touch a 90 every now and then, but these are back-to-back pitches over 90.
You can really tell. I don't know if you can feel it, but you can almost feel the zip.
Yeah. I mean, it was that one E.J. McGrew fastball yesterday that was 92 that we knew as soon as he threw it. Like that. Yeah. That's the hardest pitch he's thrown in 2 summers.
I don't want to say it's noticeably different from Jackson Bird because Bird was right around 89 the whole time, but you can definitely tell that it's a tick or 2 harder than what Bird had. Dabbs home with the 1-0, swinging a foul tip into the catcher's glove, a ball and a strike.
And I think him and Bird are just very different. Bird is very relaxed in his motion. It's all rhythmic. Dabbs is not. Dabbs is vicious. He's very whippy from the left side when he throws it, and it looks like it's harder than it is.
Slider, check swing, foul. Kind of grounded in our direction. Now a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and then he throws that slider with the same arm movement, but 15 to 17 miles an hour shorter with break. That's kind of an awesome pitch.
Yeah. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Dabbs looking for back-to-back strikeouts. Comes set from the stretch. The pitch, slider, swing and a miss. That's exactly what he gets. So after the error to start the inning, now back-to-back strikeouts. 2 outs in the inning with Evan Bilter coming up.
Yeah, talk about 15 miles an hour difference on the pitch. How about an even 20? 72, big breaker off the outside, gets the chase. A lot of movement on that pitch, too. Chase Dabbs looking good to start.
Right fielder Bilter from the right side takes it down low. Another zippy fastball misses by the back foot, and it's 1-0. 1-2, Bilter is on his day. Singled and scored a run in the 2-run first inning for the Legends. Walked in the 2nd, popped up to 2nd in the 4th. 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. Did Dabbs try a hesitation move, or was I just not
I didn't see it.
Paying attention? It looked like he held his leg at the top of his leg kick for quite a while. Maybe not. 2-0 is hit hard the other way, but right at Mark Wolbert. He's there. He catches out number 3. So 2 strikeouts in the inning after the error to start it. Legends leave a man on third base. We'll go to the 7th inning at the College of San Mateo. 7-3. Crawdads lead it on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Nine 1-2 for the Crawdads as they come to bat in the top of the 7th inning. New pitcher for the Legends. It's right-hander Dorian Lippens who relieves Hunter Haynes. Haynes just got 1 out in the 6th inning. Gave up a hit, a run, not to his line, 2 walks, and a strikeout to end the inning. Rios to lead it off for the Crawdads. He'll take high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Rio 1 for 3 today. Tripled back in the 4th inning. Struck out and has popped up. Pretty good day for Rios, though, as the 1-0 is right there for strike 1 and 1. All the at-bats just a lot more competitive than in the early part of the season.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's been good. The triple was a big one. I mean, that tied the game for the Crawdads, or gave them the lead. Nope, tied the game.
1-1. Slider way outside, 2 balls and a strike.
The righty Lippens making his 4th appearance of the summer. 2 starts, 6 2/3 innings, 11 strikeouts. That's awesome. 10 walks is not. Hits are low. But again, the walks and the runs are extremely high.
He was the guy that gave up the 3-run homer to Cole Kosciuszko last time we were here as the 2-1 misses high. 3 balls and a strike. He went an inning, struck out 2, gave up the 3 runs. Also walked 2 batters. 3 balls a strike, nobody out, top of the 7th. Lippens set the pitch just off the outside. And the 7th inning starts with a walk for Xavier Rios. He's on for the 2nd time today. Top of the order is coming up.
Just the 2nd walk that Rios has taken all summer. Hadn't taken one until the game against the Seagulls back on Thursday. But the at-bats are really good for Rios right now.
It's the 8th walk issued by Legends pitching today. A team that doesn't really walk a whole lot of guys as Wolbert takes inside. Menlo Park averaging 4 4.1 walks per 9 in the 7 games not against the Walnut Creek Crawdads. In the 2, now 3 against the Walnut Creek Crawdads, averaging over 8. As this one hits Mark Wolbert right on his front foot. He's going to take a slow walk down to first as he tosses his bat back towards the third base dugout. Crawdads going to have runners on second and third. Or, my goodness, am I you from the early part of this game?
No,
First
you're
and
you
second.
from every day except the last like 3 games.
First and second.
Stay hot. You good?
Now batting, center fielder.
So Casey Cummings now,
Casey Cummings.
the center fielder, tripled in his last at bat. Hard hit ball down the right field line that just snuck by Dylan Joyce, and Crawdads still have a chance to add on here. Squares to bunt, pulls back, takes a strike. 0-1.
I think out of all of the teams that we've seen in the North, the stuff of the Legends pitchers is pretty easily the best up and down the pitching depth throughout this team. There's just a lot of really, really talented arms, but the high walk numbers, especially the deeper you get into the bullpen.
0-1 pitch. Curveball waved at and missed. 0-2. Probably a ball if taken, and Casey Cummings kind of just a half-hearted attempt. Stopped about halfway through. And the count's 0-2. Lippin's looking for the first out of the top of the 7th. Pitch misses in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Crawdads have scored in each of the last 4 innings, including 4 in the top of the 6th, thanks to a 2-run homer by the guy that waits on deck, Cole Kosciuszko.
I almost want to see Casey Cummings walk here, just because I want to see Cole hit with the bases loaded.
1-2 pitch. Fastball way high, and the count will even 2-2.
And I mean, right there, 92 with 2,400 RPM. Like, that's a really, really solid fastball profile from Lippins. The arm talent is there for all these guys. Again, just the walk numbers are so high the deeper you get into the bullpen.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Lippins set across from his chest, comes home, slider taken, ball 3. Counts full on Casey Cummings. Casey's already walked today. That was back in the 3rd inning. Also struck out and lined out sharply to second. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Cummings waits in the right-handed batter's box with his toes on the chalk line. Payoff pitch. Fastball line drive over the head of the jumping shortstop Kevin Shea and into left center field, a base hit. Rios had to wait and see, but the bases are loaded for Cole Kosciuszko.
All right, I got my wish. Casey Cummings got his 2nd knock of the day. Stay hot. That ball smoked. 101 off the bat of Casey Cummings. And now Crawdads' best hitter with the bases loaded and chance to really break this one open. It's still just a 4-run game where we stand right now, but a chance to do something big.
That's the 12th hit of the day for the Crawdads. They had just 7 a day ago. And the last time that they played Menlo Park, they only had 5 or 8 as well. So bats are really alive today in the final of a 2-game series. Kosciuszko, who homered in his last at-bat, waits from the left side. Triple shy of the cycle as he takes strike 1.
This is the exact opposite of what we saw the first time he had a bid for the cycle in San Francisco, where he went double homer, triple, and then needed a single. Here he needs the hardest of the 4 legs.
Righty-lefty matchup. Cummings waits. Pitch on the way from Lippins. Down and in by the back foot. And a nice stop from Seminara to keep it in front. Keep the runners where they are, but the count goes to 1-1. Kosciuszko doubled, flew out, singled, then the 2-run homer. Bases loaded for him here. Crawdads looking to add on to their 7-3 lead. Lippins comes set from the stretch. Here's the 1-1. Fastball popped up in our direction, but over our heads and back into the field of play off the net. Ball and 2 strikes.
Another 92 from Lippins. It's kind of perfect pitching weather where it's warm enough to get you warm, but it's not like you're not dying of the heat. You are.
It's not even the heat. Yeah. Ball and 2 strikes. Still nobody out in the inning. First 3 men have reached for the Dads. Here's the 1-2 pitch, curveball, high and away. Count evens, 2-2. Wind still swirling at the College of San Mateo. It's a nice breeze, complements the 70-degree weather quite nicely. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lippens comes set. Peak to third. Now the pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. Kosciuszko went chasing up above the zone. There's the first out of the 7th inning.
Really, really nice at bat from Lippens on the mound. Kept fighting as Kosciuszko kind of matched him pitch for pitch and then went high with a fastball that just kind of looked like it kept rising. First strikeout for Lippens.
So now Ethan Liao, who struck out in his first at-bat, has seen 12 straight balls since. He's walked 3 times and scored a run. Bases loaded for him here, 7-3, Crawdads lead, and a chance for Liao to really break things open as he goes after the first pitch slider and swings and misses, 0-1. Comes into today a 7-game hitting streak. He's hitting 12 of 13 games he's played in this year. Had a couple of knocks yesterday. Knock here would do some damage. Rios leads off of third. Wolbert off second and Cummings off first. Lippens set the pitch. A little bit high, 1-1. No action for the Legends. Looks like this is going to be Lippens' inning to finish. Trying to battle out of it. Got Kosciuszko on the strikeout, looking for out number 2. 1-1 pitch is fouled off the other way. Ball and 2 strikes now on the designated hitter, Ethan Liao. Crawdads looking to get back to the top of the CCL North. The loss yesterday pushed them to 7-5 and a half a game out of first place. Slow and Menlo Park still sit atop. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Lippens set. Across from his chest, here's the 1-2 pitch, fouled off the other direction. And a nice job to stay alive from Ethan Liao. It was a fastball kind of at the letters, and he just barely got a piece.
Yeah, similar pitch to the one that got Kosciuszko in the last at bat. Liao staying alive. Doesn't strike out a ton.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and out. Lippens comes home. Curveball fouled into the net, and the battle will continue. A really nice battle. A couple of nice battles in a row. Kosciuszko went down swinging, but Liao trying to avoid that fate as he fights off another 2-strike pitch. One ball and 2 strikes. Lippens peers home to Seminara, who gives him his sign. Couple of shakes, but now he comes set. 1-2 pitch. Liao takes inside with the curveball. Count will even 2-2. Crawdads 7 runs today. They still have the bases loaded. Menlo Park pitching has held opponents to under 3 runs in 5 of their last 6 games. Now 5 of their last 7 after today. Crawdads the only team to score more than 3. As this one's grounded back up the middle, could be 2. Shea flips to second for 1. Ujamari across, and an inning-ending double play. Crawdads had the bases loaded, nobody out, a strikeout, and then the 6-4-3 to end it. We'll stretch and go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 7-3, Crawdads lead it. Dylan Joyce to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. Legends trailing 7-3. Chase Dabbs back to work. Was, well, really effective in the first inning. A couple of strikeouts. A runner reached via an error, but was left stranded on third base, so back out for his second inning he goes. And the first pitch to Dylan Joyce misses high and away, 1-0. Joyce, Smith, Avila for the Legends in this 7th inning. Two runs in the first for the Legends. They got one in the 5th, but they trail it pretty big as we enter the later frames, as the 1-0 is tapped foul, a ball and a strike. Starter Jackson Bird did a pretty nice job to limit the damage of the Dylan Joyce bat. Struck him out twice. Joyce was able to fly out, get a sacrifice on the RBI, and the 1-1 misses away to him here, so 2-1. But for the most part, knowing what he did yesterday, I'd say his bat was, so far, has been silent. 2 balls and a strike. Dabbs misses down low in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike.
We've seen a couple times from Dabbs this year. He's been really good in his first inning of work, and then as there starts to get a little more tread on the arm, starts to slow down a little bit. Now pitching with a 4-run lead, he's able to attack the strike zone. See what he can do in inning number 2.
Lefty-righty, 3-1 on the corner for a strike. Nicely located, 90 miles an hour on the gun, and the count's full. Crawdads had the bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the 7th. They weren't able to score. 3-2 pitch, slider, hit on the ground. Arroyo at third. He snags it, throw across is in time, and Dabbs able to make Dylan Joyce. I don't even know what I was going to say with that.
One of those days?
Yeah, it's 5-3 on the putout.
Yeah,
One
nice play by Arroyo. Good to see him back. He's kind of all the way back, it feels like right now. Now he's playing well on both sides of the ball. Good to see.
So Vaskin Smith, who we saw pinch run for Emmett Finney in the 5th inning, takes a strike, 0-1. Smith pinch ran and scored for Finney. Finney went 1 for 3, a couple of strikeouts, but the single. 0-1, down and away. Ball and a strike on the right-handed hitting Vaskin Smith. Saw him yesterday in center field, hit the 2-run homer in the first inning, went 1 for 4 on the day. 1-1 pitch, fouled back into the screen, and it's 1-2.
All right, so Dabbs keeping the velo up here even in his second inning of work. Good to see. If he completes, 2 solid innings, that's kind of what you want from Chase Dabbs. He's not one of those guys like Drew Aguiar who's going to give you 3 or 4 out of the pen, but if you can get 2 from him every time, you'll take that.
1-2 pitch. Here it is. Home swing and a miss. 3rd strikeout for Chase Dabbs. It's the 2nd out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Dabbs is just cruising.
Yeah, really, that's 6 straight retired. Got a fly out, or what looks like a fly out, back on the first batter he faced that Casey Cummings dropped out in center field, but not a lot of hard contact. He's been really good.
So JP Avila, 2 for 3 on his day. RBI, a single, a double, and a ground out to second from the right side. He stands and waits. Takes a strike, 0-1.
Looks like the changeup, back-to-back pitches, the one that got Vaskin Smith to strike out, and then first pitch finds it for a strike against Avila. We usually see him fastball slider, but working in the changeup against some righties.
0-1. Dabbs, changeup, hit on the ground, left side. Arroyo's got it. He throws across, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Legends in the 7th. We'll go to the 8th, 7-3. Crawdads leading. Austin Oda going to take us the rest of the way.
Second inning for Dorian Lippens against the Crawdads, who lead 7-3 here in the 8th. Lippens worked around the bases loaded and no outs. Walked Xavier Rios, hit Mark Wolbert. Casey Cummings hit a single, and then facing Cole Kosciuszko and Ethan Liao, arguably the two hottest bats in the Crawdads lineup, got a strikeout and a double play. But Aiden Camberg leads off the 8th inning. Crawdads lead it 7-3. Camberg, Walker, Calvillo. Camberg leading off 1 for 3, a single, a walk, a strikeout, and a flyout. Holds the bat parallel to the ground from the left side. First pitch, big slider, misses up and away, 1-0. Crawdads scored in 4 straight innings from the 3rd through the 6th before looking like they were going to score in the 7th with the bases loaded and no outs before going scoreless in that one. 1-0. Camberg watches the fastball, called strike 1 at the knees on the outside. Lippens replaces Hunter Haynes, who went a third of an inning, gave up a hit, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, no runs somehow. The 1-1 from Lippens hits the back foot of Camberg, and he's on base for the 3rd time today. Crawdads had just won 6 straight overall, 5 in league, 1 in non-league before losing yesterday. Looking to start a new streak. Currently, the Crawdads sit at 3rd, tied for 2nd, tied for 3rd, however you want to say it. Menlo Park and Slow are tied atop the CCL North. Menlo Park at 7-3, Slow at 6-4, and then Walnut Creek right after them at 7-5. But a couple of games going on right now that we'll take a look at in just a second. Throw over to first, back in safely after Aiden Camberg got hit by a 1-1 pitch. Is Camberg. Walker 1 for 4, drove in a run with a single, an infield single, his last at bat. Here he takes the first pitch up high, 1-0. Camberg, a decent sized lead off first as Lippens, the righty, kind of faces his back directly to him. 1-0. Big slider, drops in on the outside edge, 1-1. Finally, a little bit of a breeze here. Feels nice after we've been kind of stuck in just the beating sun for the last couple hours. 1-1. Walker fouls it back, 1-2. 7-3 Crawdads lead here in the 8th. Trying to start a new win streak and win the CCL North for the first time under Brant Cummings. Of course, it's kind of been a league dominated by Healdsburg over the last couple of years, but Healdsburg, Lincoln, Solano moving leagues. 1-2, swung on and missed, got the chase. Strikeout number 2 for Dorian Lippens.
It's a good pitch. Started at the corner and kind of just falls off the table, drops out of the zone. Good slider and needed out number 1.
Here's Cam Calvillo. Hitless today, has walked twice and grounded out twice. Camberg on first, 1 out. Throw over that way. Camberg's in head first dive. And the North right now is wide open. Just 2 games separate the top 5 teams before Alameda, who's all the way down in 6th. First pitch. Calvillo pops it up on the infield right side. Giving it a look, the first baseman Joyce. Over by the dugout, he will reach back and drop the baseball.
Saw it yesterday, too. Cannon Treese at 3rd. That one was in fair territory, so I forget who it was.
Ben Royal.
It was Ben Royal, yeah. Royal was able to reach on that one. This one in foul ground, but Calvillo will get another life. Gotta be pretty frustrated if you're Lippens. I mean, that's an out that should be made every time.
0-1. Outside corner with the fastball. 0-2. Calvillo steps out, readjusts. Now tucks the toe in the back right corner of the batter's box as Lippens peers in. Calvillo waggles the bat forward a couple times, holds it straight, readjusts. Kind of the right elbow, and now is ready. 0-2. Big curveball drops in over the head of Calvillo. Spins him back. 1-2.
Scary.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Open stance from the right side. Throw over to first. Camberg in ahead of the throw. 7-3 Crawdads lead. The 1-2. Off the outside corner, gets past Seminara to the backstop. A pass ball will move Camberg to second base.
Yeah, we've seen a few of the pass ball wild pitches today, and Crawdads have been able to take advantage, score some runs on those. Let's see if they can do the same here. Cameron trying to battle in a 2-strike count.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Camberg now 180 feet away from scoring the Crawdads' 8th run. Lippens, the high set, looks to second. The 2-2. Lunged at, poked right side, giving it a look is Joyce, but this one will go well foul. We'll do it again.
He kind of just flipped the barrel out at that thing, trying to get a piece, and he did. It's a pretty good pitch. Slider off the outside, nicely located. Good job by Calvillo to just protect.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on second is Camberg. Decent speed over there. The second baseman, Ujimori, kind of mimicking him, parallel facing first base. Now he retreats as Camberg extends his lead. The 2-2 is lined to center field softly. Coming in, John Goldberg will let it drop in front of him for a base knock. Camberg had to wait and tripped, but he's going to be sliding into third safely on Calvillo's first knock of the day.
Tough one for Camberg. At first, off the bat, I'm like, all right, that's caught, no doubt about it. And I think Camberg kind of had the same thought. So he bounced back, then noticed, oh, that's not as hard as I thought. Got off a little more. Then it looked like John Goldberg was going to be able to catch it. It just landed right in front of him. And nice job by Camberg to get on third. And nice job by Calvillo to fight with 2 strikes.
Here's Ben Royal, the third baseman. A pair of hits, a walk, and a strikeout today. First pitch. Royal watches a slider at the knees on the outside, 0-1. Camberg on third, Calvillo on first. 7-3 Crawdads lead. 13 hits sprinkled through the lineup for the Crawdads. 0-1. A long wait from Lippens, now to the plate. Slider just a little bit low, maybe a touch outside as well, 1-1.
I think like 4 days ago, we'd probably see Royo swing over the top of that one. But he's got some confidence back, and he's been able to lay off those types of pitches.
Runners on the corners, 1 out for the Crawdads. Still trying to extend. Would love to get Chase Dabbs or whoever comes in a bigger lead as the throw over to first is not in time. Calvillo's back diving. Lippens agrees with his catcher, Seminara. Now comes set. 1-1 to Royo. Curveball on the outside, 1-2. Xavier Rios waits on deck. 2-strike count to Royo, needing to protect. Struck out, looking in his last at bat on a ball on the outside. Lippens looks back to first, now is ready. Deep breath. The 1-2. Up high. 92 on the fastball from Lippens, but a pretty easy take from Royo.
Yeah, it's got that zip. You can hear it. You can hear the seams hissing. But just popped up out of his hand a little early.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Lippens delivers. Slider swung on and missed. Ball that was up. 3rd strikeout for Lippens.
Just hanger, top of the zone. Royo fooled.
The catcher, number 9, Xavier Rios.
Here's Xavier. Like we keep saying, the bats have gotten really good for the Crawdads catcher. Right-handed hitter, open stance. First pitch. Rios seeks the slider away outside, ball 1. Crawdads want to get Cole Castiello up again in this game.
Give him a chance.
This is after his off day yesterday. 1-0. Rios swings and misses a good fastball inside, 1-1.
He's gone over twice this year. I want to say it's twice he's gone over this year. And the following game, I think he's like 6 for 11 or something ridiculous like that.
1-1. Outside corner. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lippens already. And the 1-2 delivery in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, moving up to second. It's Calvio on wild pitch.
Saved a run right there. Unbelievable effort from Seminara. I mean, tip your cap.
2-ball. Single. Scores pair. Xavier Rios at the plate. Holds his hand far from his chest. 2-2 from Lipton. Looks third, now back to the plate. All high, 3-2. Full count to the Crawdads. Lipton's ready, and the 3-2 is flared right field. Sinking quickly in his builder. He will slide and it drops past him in the right field corner. It could be 2 triples in a game for Xavier Rios. It is a 2-run triple for Xavier Rios. 2 come home to score for the Dads, and they have broken this game open. It is 9-3 Crawdads.
It's not often you see 2 triples in a game. It's not often you see a catcher hit 2 triples in a game, but that's a good swing right there. A slider kind of just hung in the plate, and Rios a really nice job to sit back and just poke it the other way. You never know what's going to happen when you put the ball in play, and it keeps the inning going, flips it to the top of the lineup.
Here's Mark Wolbert. 2 hits. Lines this one to right field, sinking quickly. It's going to drop in front of Bilter. A base knock. Crawdads hang a 10 spot on the Legends.
Good swing. Wolbert not looking to get to 2 strikes because Lippens has shown the ability to strike guys out. Swinging at that first pitch. He's got his 3rd hit of the day.
Neither of the last 2 balls hit all that hard. 74 off the bat of Rios, 70 off the bat of Wolbert, but hits are hits. Here's Casey Cummings, who's got a couple. Watches the first pitch, run high and tight, 1-0. Cole Kosciuszko on deck. A ball and no strikes, 10-3. Crawdads now lead after a 3-run frame. Still looking to add on. The 1-0. Curveball, outside ball 2.
Yeah, we're just getting the at-bats that we didn't see yesterday with 2 outs. There were some strikeouts in big spots, some weak contact. Today, that weak contact turning into hits. Some positive regression.
2-0. Down low, ball 3. Yeah, regression back to the mean. You know how good this Crawdads team is. It's a team that so far in league play has been about 20 to 25% better than league average as a team. 3-0. Cummings takes ball 4. All right. Here's your guy.
Hey, we've already seen 2 triples in the game. What's a 3rd? 3 triples in the game. Sorry. What's a 4th?
A 4th is a cycle.
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Casey.
Casey.
Yeah. So, Kosciuszko, chance for some history. Crawdads have had a cycle in each of the last 2 summers. 2 years ago, Coleman Schmidt almost had 2 in the same year. I mean, really, as did Cole Kosciuszko.
Yeah. He's been a hit shy twice now.
Yeah.
And he still has a chance. Could have 2 more chances if you think about it.
Yeah. Who says no? I mean, his last at-bat was last inning.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And then last year, of course, Ryan Brome against the Admirals. This is a good time for a look around the CCL, by the way. We should have done that earlier. That's on me. This look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours. Small enough to care, large enough to compete. Some surprising outcomes going on right now. Alameda and Sonoma. It's 5-1 Alameda in Sonoma in the 7th. Alameda's thrown 2 position guys in that game, and they've held Sonoma to just 1 run. Down in slow, 6-0 San Francisco. Slow scored 6 to tie, but San Francisco's responded with 2 in the 8th, 2 in the 4th, and it's 8-6.
Some crazy action going on.
So here's Cole Kosciuszko. A triple from the cycle, a double back in the 1st, a single in the 5th, a homer in the 6th. Stands with calm hands from the left side of the batter's box. Now holds them tight over his left shoulder. First pitch, Kosciuszko fouls it back over us. 0-1.
He's trying to do it. I love his swing. It's violent, but it's calm at the same time. Yeah,
It's aggressive, but it's controlled.
yeah.
No balls and a strike. Pitch from Lippens as he looks to second now, back to the plate. Kosciuszko watches the slider tight. His swing is kind of an oxymoron, where it's aggressive, but it's controlled. It's vicious, but it's calm. And that's kind of what makes him this unbelievably special player. A ball and a strike. Lippens waits. Now he's ready. The 1-1. Hit high and shallow. Center field. Jung Goldberg sprinting in will make the catch for out number 3. So it'll have to wait, at least for now. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. 10-3 Crawdads lead after hanging a 3 spot in the 8th. Chase Dabbs back out to the bump for his 3rd inning of work, trying to hang this one at a 10-3 game, which is where it stands right now. He'll be facing Kevin Shea, Nick Walsh, and Ben Seminara. Lefty-lefty. Shea 1 for 3, drove in the tying run back in the 5th, and it's been all Crawdads since then. First pitch from Dabbs is a front door slider, dropped in there, strike 1. So as he's gotten deeper in this game, we've seen Dabbs go changeup to righties a lot, sliders to lefties a lot, and he's gotten good results with both of them. You really kind of think of him as a 2-pitch guy, but the changeup's been playing today. Check swing on a slider, down and away. Did he go? I think so. But third base umpire does not. 1-1.
Thought he went. Pretty good pitch. Dabbs is cruising in this game. It's really the only guy that's thrown that
Slider down and away.
hasn't allowed really any base traffic. He allowed 1 runner in his 1st inning, not to any fault of his own. It was an error by Casey Cummings, one that you don't see that often. But since then, I mean, no one's reached safely.
2-1. Slider, swing and a miss. Good pitch off the outside, making Kevin Shea kind of readjust his life plans.
Yeah, he was bailing out of that one. Front shoulder was open.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Already 3 Ks for Dabbs. Looking for number 4. Got it. No, just a little low on a fastball. Looked good, but might have been a little low. Pitch that's been called today.
Yeah, a little low. Nice pitch, 92 miles an hour.
Oh, my goodness.
Why don't you?
3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs from Dabbs, the lefty. Swung on and missed. Delete me slider. Rios fishes down to get it. Will throw over and complete the putout. 4 strikeouts for Chase Dabbs.
That's just not nice. That's just rude. Why you got to do him like that, Chase?
And that looks like it's going to be the day for Chase Dabbs. Does his job, gets the lefty. 2 1/3 flawless innings from Chase Dabbs. Brent Cummings going to go out to the bump and replace his lefty in his 2nd stint with the Crawdads. That one of his best outings in red and black. We'll We'll be right back for the rest of the bottom of the 8th. Chase Stab's day is done. We'll get you the new pitcher. It's Drew Aguiar trying to shut the door when we come back. New pitcher for the Crawdads here in the 8th. It's the righty, the strike Pumpa, the legend, Drew Aguiar. For his 5th time this summer, his numbers are, kind of unreal.
Yeah.
1-0, .58 ERA, 15 and a third innings, 16 strikeouts, 10 base runners. Facing Nick Walsh. First pitch fastball right on the outside, called strike 1. That's what he does.
And the last time he was here, 4 perfect innings, 7 strikeouts. Yeah.
Yeah. 0-1. Drops in a curveball. Nothing in 2. We don't see that one much, but that, oh my goodness.
Drew Aguiar is my favorite pitcher maybe ever.
Ever.
Like,
0-2. Goodbye. Good. Oh my goodness.
just annihilation right there. Sit down.
Uno, dos, adios, and a half.
Wow.
The catcher.
Wow. Fastball, curveball, fastball. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night.
The curveball had 2850 RPM.
So ridiculous.
That's not even a pitch he throws much. First pitch to Ben Seminara, fastball swung on and missed, nothing in 1. It's an unfair at bat right now for Drew Aguiar.
He's on another level.
Just kind of casually chewing his gum. 0-1. Pops it right side. Kosciuszko going back into the outfield grass. It's going to drop in no man's land for a base knock, and that is so tough for your first hit in, 3 games? A 2850 RPM slider, exit velo under 50, or under 60, and a base knock.
Yeah, blooped. Didn't deserve it. He got it. That's how baseball works. I'm sure this next one will be hit 110 miles an hour right into a glove somewhere.
Here's Ryson Ujimori, who's had his best game of the summer, has reached base twice, single hit by pitch strikeout. Left-handed batter, as Kosciuszko kind of slow to get back to the first base bag.
Yeah, I remember he fouled that pitch off his knee. I don't know, maybe it's bugging him a bit. Didn't bug him when he hit that 2-run homer. That was cool.
Was pretty cool. Ujimori, left-handed hitter, first pitch, fastball, check swing, went around, nothing in 1.
Brother. He did not go.
Well, I think it was called a strike at the plate.
No.
Really?
Called it, like, started to call it a strike, then appealed.
That ball was right down the middle, too. This one misses tight, 2-0. Really? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. 2 balls and no strikes to Ujimori. Pitch to the second baseman. Quick pitch. Fastball right on the inside. 2-1. Can't get over the at-bat to Walsh.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Generational.
That was maybe one of the most.
Dominant at-bats I've ever seen.
Yeah.
2-1. Fastball swing and a miss. 2-2.
He had no chance. Literally no chance.
Yeah. None chance. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Aguiar, the big righty. Looks back to first. Resets. And the 2-2. Quick pitch again. Grounded to second. Walker on 3 hops. Goes over to first and ends the inning. So Drew Aguiar does what Drew Aguiar does best and shuts down the Legends. We'll go to the final frame. 8-3 is not the score. 10-3. Crawdads lead. Top half of the 9th inning, 10-3. Crawdads lead. 15 hits for the Crawdads. We're smiling. We're taking a picture. I wasn't smiling. Here's Ethan Liao. First pitch of the 9th inning is tight from the new pitcher. It's Robbie Souter, who has struggled a little bit this summer. 0-0, 15.75 ERA, 7 strikeouts in 4 innings. That's great. 10 walks, not great. 1-0, way outside, 2-0. He's only allowed 2 hits, and he hasn't allowed a hit in league play, and still has an ERA of 20 in league play.
Not ideal.
Not great. 2-0. Outside, 3-0. So, It's kind of how it's gone for Robbie Souter, but I have a feeling with this being a 7-run game, you know, Souter will just try to have a work through it outing. Not close, ball 4. Ethan Liao has 5 plate appearances today and has seen 5 strikes.
Left fielder, number 12, Aiden Camberg.
Nice.
Here's Aiden Camberg. Camberg, left-handed hitter, walked, got hit by a pitch and singled. First pitch, slider up high, 1-0. All right, Robbie Souter. One 0. 2-0. Be nice.
I didn't say anything. Wasn't me.
Some stupid games going on in the CCL right now. As the 2-0.
You must be new here saying stupid games in the CCL. These are normal.
I wasn't even talking about this one.
I know.
I'll give it a second. The 3-0. Ball 4. We should have our interns start like the ball 5, like the chants at College Station.
Yeah, you know. I think there's like 10 people here, and 6 of them are Crawdad interns.
We travel as one. So the stupid game's going in the CCL right now. Alameda's up 5-1 against Sonoma. Alameda has thrown 2 position players a total of 5 shutout innings. The really stupid game going on right now is the one that's going on down in Slow. It was 6-0 San Francisco. Slow scored 6 in an inning. Then San Francisco responded with 3. Then Slow responded with 3. There have been 18 runs in that game and 11 combined hits.
That's a game of all time.
Isaiah Walker watches the first pitch. Ball 10, ball 10, ball 10. There have been
9.
only, I say only, but you know, considering the lack of hits, there have been only 8 combined walks in that game. So I really don't know how this is happening. A lot of hit by pitches is what I'm seeing. 1-0. There's a strike. Here in the 9th, 10-3 Crawdads lead. Souter's 1-1. Strike 2.
He's feeling it now.
A ball and 2 strikes from the lefty. Liao leads off second. Off first, Camberg. The 1-2. Tight. 2-2. What did we talk about the other day? Like Disney Channel?
Yeah. Cartoon Network.
This is a good time to start talking about some
Yeah, maybe.
diners, drive-ins, and dives. 2-2. Ball 3.
There's a show that I forgot to mention.
Please.
And I now that I say it, I don't remember. But Amazing World of Gumball
Yeah, really good
was
show.
really good. And there's-
Really, like, generationally good
yeah,
show.
that and regular show were my 2.
3-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ball off the outside, but Walker went chasing for the 3rd time today. A hat trick for Isaiah Walker.
Like, regular show was my Friday night starter,
Now batting,
and
number 3.
Amazing World of Gumball was Saturday night.
That was your innings eater?
Like, I just so solid.
Scam Calvillo singled in the last inning, in his last at bat. First pitch is the spin move back to second. Crawdads really could get Cole Kosciuszko back up in this inning.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It's a possibility. Well, it has to happen, but still a possibility.
First pitch to Calvillo is down low with a slider, 1-0. I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened in Amazing World of Gumball.
Really?
Like, I don't remember it at all. Like, I don't remember a single, like, episode
Oh, I
sticking
do.
out. I just remember it being really good.
There are quite a few that I remember. Not going to get into detail.
1-0. Way up high, 2-0. I think if I were to make a baseball comparison to Amazing World of Gumball, it was like, that was my mop-up guy. Where like if I just needed something to be on a Saturday, it'd be Amazing World of Gumball.
Interesting. It was a go-to for me. If I saw it, I wanted to watch it.
It's fair.
I went out of my way to watch it sometime.
2 balls and no strikes to Calvillo. Inside ball 3. And then as I got older, like The Office
Now,
is good. The Office was better when I first watched it, and I think The Office just kind of aged poorly. Parks and Rec, I think, is an amazing show.
never watched
Parks
it.
and Rec is probably my favorite ever.
Never watched either, actually.
3-0. Outside ball 4. Community, really solid. Community, for a while, was my like adulthood innings eater. Where I would watch that if I had homework to do. That would be on in the back. It's just a really like easy watch.
I don't really watch a lot of TV. But over the past year and a half, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul,
That is so good.
and then Young Sheldon. I don't even like what's the show that Young Sheldon is
Big
based
Bang
on.
Theory?
Yeah, I don't even really like
Really?
Big Bang like it's fine.
Yeah.
Used to watch it on Sunday nights after Sunday Night Football, I think.
Ben Royo watches the first pitch fastball at the knees, strike 1.
Don't really care for it. Like I wouldn't go back and watch it.
Big Bang Theory for me is a really good like airplane show.
Yeah. You know what I watched? Actually, never mind.
Why?
Just no.
No?
Probably not. I don't know. I watched Cars on my flight from Hawaii, but there was another one too.
0-1 misses a little bit. 1-1.
There was a lot of good in-flight entertainment. It was a red eye.
Oh yeah.
Flight took off at 10 o'clock at night. Landed LAX at like 6:30. Something like that. Maybe 5:30.
Ball and a strike to Royo. High and away, ball 2. Please, for the love of baseball, get someone warming up in the bullpen. Me.
Yeah, sure.
One of our interns got here this morning from a red eye.
They suck.
Yeah.
They're terrible. I don't really fly a lot. And that was just not a fun experience for me.
2-1. Up high, ball 3.
I don't sleep on planes or buses.
No, you don't.
So like on our bus ride from Orange County, didn't sleep a minute. We got back at 6:30.
Yeah, that one was brutal.
Yeah. On the flight, same deal. Then we drove all the way from LA to Santa Barbara.
3 balls and a strike. Royo flares it back 3-2. One of my favorite airplane like long car ride shows, Bob's Burgers.
Never seen it.
Really
I've heard it's I've seen a few episodes because my older sister watches it. And like it's
Good show.
It's solid, yeah.
Does the job.
Yeah.
Full count to Royo, the Crawdads' third baseman. The pitch is outside, ball 4. Please, I'm begging you.
I don't really know what to say about the game at this point. It just hasn't really been competitive.
Mound visit from the pitching coach.
It's tough though. I mean, everyone's been on the mound in a situation like this. It's a horrible, horrible feeling.
Yeah, I mean, the mound becomes the loneliest place in the world in a situation like this. It's 11-3 right now is the score. We can take another little look-see. Crawdads, the teams that they want to lose are not winning right now. Crawdads want Sonoma to lose. They're down 5-1 in the 9th. Alameda looking for their first win in a long time. Slow and San Francisco tied at 9 in the bottom of the 4th. That game is stupid.
Yeah.
Now batting, the catcher, number 9, Xavier.
Here's Xavier Rios.
If he hits 3 triples in this game,
Generational.
I was gonna say I'd do something, but I don't know what.
Bases loaded. 11 runs home for the Dads. First pitch to the righty catcher Xavier Rios is swung on and missed. 0-1.
Mark Grant,
Padres legend.
Padres legend, their color commentator on TV last year, maybe 2 years ago, said if one of their players hit a home run, or if they came back to win, he'd walk from his house in Alpine, California to Petco Park.
0-1 misses high. 1-1.
And it's like a 30-mile walk.
Yeah.
It's far.
Did they win?
They came back and won. It was like a 9-run comeback a year or 2 ago. So in the offseason, he walked and did that and had people chanting him on. It took him all day.
Have you seen the secret base video about that?
I don't think so.
Ball and a strike. Rios swings and misses 1 and 2. Do you know do you know Secret Base? Are you a secret?
No.
Have you watched there's a 6 Hour Mariners like documentary from John Boyce, Dorktown.
Have
It's
not.
just like super numbers based. I watched that in my sleep. Like literally that like puts me to sleep sometimes. It's phenomenal. A ball and 2 strikes to Rios. Pitch from Souter is up high, ball 2. But they did one about the time a team scored 10 in the first inning and lost. And there were a couple stars, but the broadcaster at the start of the bottom half of the first inning with the team down 10-0 was like, I'll walk from kind of that same thing. It ended up being this whole like long off-season walk, charity fund. It was awesome. 2-2. Rios takes outside corner. Called strike 3.
That was a ball,
Correct.
but it was called strike 3. Carry on.
That was kind of it.
Oh.
I love Dorktown. John Boyce,
Yeah.
awesome creator.
Yeah, I see him on Twitter all the time, or X.
Yes. Will
Um,
always be Twitter.
yeah.
Saw Elon tweet something the other day that was like, or X something the other day that was like, when was the last time you called X Twitter? As Mark Wolbert steps in, watches the front door slider, 0-1. And someone quote tweeted and quote X'd and said, today,
Yeah.
right now. I will never call it X. Consistently, at least. Wolbert singled in his last at bat. He's got 3 hits today. 0-1. Called a strike.
How far?
It's like a ball and a
Okay,
half.
so
It's not the worst, but
Not the worst.
the home plate umpire didn't want to call it a strike. I think it was kind of a pity strike.
More of those.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Souter to the plate is outside. Called ball 1. That one was about 6 balls out.
What's the harm in calling it?
Camberg, Calvillo, and Royo, your runners, third to first. 11-3 the score here in the 9th. I want to see Cole Kosciuszko hit. 1-2. Up high.
You might. You just might.
And the worst part about this is Souter's inning to finish.
Yeah. I mean, this is the time to do it. Losing big, summer ball. Let them figure it out because the stuff is good. I don't know. There's no like question about that. It's just doesn't really like throwing it in the strike zone.
2-2. Front door slider called strike 3, and Souter strikes out the side, not in order. Walks 4, strikes out 3. That's an inning. Led to the bottom of the 9th. Crawdads lead by 8. Down now. Down now.
You're live.
Yeah, I am. It's that kind of game. Then I'm not going to talk, so it's all for the bit. Bottom of the 9th inning. Best words in baseball history. 11-3, Crawdads lead it. Drew Aguiar back out to the bump for his 2nd inning of work. I almost feel bad for like Drew Aguiar and Zach Royce, who both have basically 0.00 ERAs and have had to come here in the last couple of days and throw the back part of it.
Hey, make the most of the situation, the opportunity that's given to you. I'd say Drew Aguiar's done that. And Zach Royce. Awesome. Both awesome.
Awesome. Aguiar will face the top of the lineup, Hayden John Goldberg. The center fielder steps in, watches the first pitch fastball. That's what a strike looks like. 0-1.
Brutal.
No balls, 1 strike, no outs. Hey, Souter struck out the side.
He did.
Did his job.
Had to throw at least 9.
0-1. Tapped slowly, left side. Could be a tough play. Calvillo charges, bare hands, off the back foot, throws to first, just a little late. Really nice play by Calvillo. Just couldn't get it there in time.
And Aguiar's given up 2 hits in this game, both so fluky. This one, another just, doesn't even read off the bat. 5 miles an hour off the bat. Nice play, Cam Calvillo. Give him a chance. Pretty awesome what he's done at shortstop today, although, no plays have really been made. The attempts have been awesome. Been close.
That'll bring up Evan Bilter, the right fielder. 1 for 3 with a walk. Right-handed hitter watches the first pitch. It's a little high with fastball, 1-0.
Interested to see how Aguiar will adjust now in his second inning of work. He had to sit a long time.
1-0. At the knees. Strike 1.
Could be hard. It's obviously nice getting run support. But it can be hard to sit for 20, 25 minutes or whatever it was. Don't know if it was that
Eternity
long.
is what it felt like.
Yeah, it sure felt like forever.
1-1. Curveball, called strike 2. Throw down to second with the runner going is a little late. 1-2.
Yeah, Rios tried to throw from the knees and just had no chance. Good effort. Good attempt. So what? Let him take it. A run doesn't really mean anything.
That's the whole, Chris Paul hits a huge 3 to cut the lead to 42.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Aguiar from the stretch. 1-2 is right there on the outside corner, called strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Drew.
That is pretty cool. Spinning that thing at 2,800 RPMs. I don't know what a major league curveball is.
About that.
It's about that, yeah.
So here's Dom Avila. First pitch fastball, little high. Let's see. Average MLB curveball spin rate is 2510. So that is
300.
Yeah.
340.
1-0, down low, 2-0.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
He is spinning that thing. It's about the RPM of the pen that I just dropped. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball by him. 2-1. By the way, that was not a steal. That's a defensive indifference.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
If there's no throw, and it's like
I thought it had to be
2-1. Nubbed left side. Over is Arroyo. Behind the third base bag. Flubs the baseball. That'll be an error on Arroyo.
I don't know. Could have been a hit.
Gonna say error for the ERA.
Sure, yeah.
What were you saying about defensive indifference?
I thought it had to be like a close game.
No. It has to not be a close game.
Are you sure?
Yeah. The only way someone wouldn't throw is because the run doesn't matter. Here's Jordan Avila, who flies this one shallow center field, coming, sprinting in, fakes the glove, can't make the catch. Another Mickey Mouse knock. I'm 125% positive.
Okay, but like, say it's 5-5 in the top of the 10th, or in the bottom of the 10th. Winning runs on third. Runners on the corners.
Defensive indifference.
Guy steals second, no throw.
Why would there be no throw?
Because the winning run is on third. Like, there. Is that not a defensive indifference?
First pitch misses down and away, ball 1. Baseball Reference says, quote, defensive indifference is a play in the later stages of a game in which the defensive team either ahead or behind by a large margin allows a base runner to advance a base without any attempt to put him out. This one misses outside.
Huh.
Yeah. Because that wouldn't be, I don't know, I think that makes a little bit of sense. Like, that could be marked that way, as the 2-0 is on the outside, 2-1.
I guess it's just one of those things that the scorer can decide.
Which is why baseball sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
It's why baseball's awesome sometimes, but it's also why baseball sucks, right? Like that play to Royo at third. 2-1, slider outside, 3-1. And that's the play that scores a run. So, okay, does the scorer mark it on the ERA of the pitcher or on the fielding percentage of the third baseman?
Yeah.
That's why ERA is not always indicative of how good a pitcher is. One of the things I've had to learn the hard way over the last couple of years. 3-1. Grounded past third, foul. 3-2. I used to be a big believer, and I still am. I think ERA says a lot about how well a pitcher's pitched that year. But, you know, defense being different behind every pitcher is a real thing.
Yeah.
3-2. Fouled back. I've become a big FIP guy. Love a good FIP.
Give me win-loss record.
Yeah, give me win-loss record. Give me walks, total walks, not walks per 9, just walks. 3-2. Curveball somehow gets a piece of it and fouls it off to the right.
Ugly swing. I don't know how he got a piece.
Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Aguiar tucks the glove in front of the left shoulder. Now set as he steps off the back of the slab. Game in Sonoma has gone final. Sonoma wins 5-1 in that one. Or excuse me, Sonoma loses 5-1. 3-2. Hit high and deep to left field, but hooking foul. That was Alameda's first win in a long time.
Only their second of the season. They've struggled.
But getting back in the win column.
Hey, never know. Go on a run. Why not?
They actually played some really competitive games, too. They lost to the Legends 3-1. Lost to the Stompers last night 2-1. Their first win since June 12th. Aguiar ready, as is Avila. 3-2. Hit high, medium deep left field. Camberg has trouble seeing it, but it's Casey Cummings, the center fielder, that reaches back, makes the catch for out number 2.
All right, so we were talking about earlier, JP Avila has really struggled to see fly balls. That's how you know it's not just him. Camberg never saw it at all, or at least it took him a while. Luckily, Casey Cummings covers about 93% of the outfield. He's able to get there.
That will bring up Kevin Shea representing the last chance for the Legends. 11-4 they trail here in the 9th. Stay tuned for the postgame show with Dylan Allen and Ammar Khan. First pitch to Shea is up high and away, 1-0. 15 hits for the Crawdads. Pair of errors. Really should only be 1. And even that one, don't know if it could be called an error. 1-0. Right down the middle with the fastball, 1-1. Crawdads back in action against Tuesday. That's kind of a series for first place between the Dads and the Blues. Tuesday, Wednesday, both at Monte Vista. 1-1. Fastball, called strike 2 on the inside. Now 1 strike away from securing the deal here in the 9th. Aguiar, a pair of strikeouts through his inning and a third. The 1-2. Just a little down low, maybe a little away, 2-2.
Like the spot. Like the try. Good pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on here in the 9th. Shea, left-handed hitter. The 2-2 from Aguiar is just a little high. Maybe 3-2. Full count pitch, runners will be off. 7-run Crawdad lead in the 9th. 3-2 from Aguiar is in on off the hands. And it's going to be a foul ball. I love Emmett Finney. No, hit by pitch. All right. Who says no? Here's Nick Walsh.
Now batting third baseman,
It's a strike, by the
number
way,
28,
on
Nicholas
TrackMan.
Walsh.
I mean, that's fully in the zone. Jesus.
Here's Walsh, who's 0 for 4 with a strikeout. First pitch. Line drive center field. Coming in is Cummings. It's going to drop for a base knock. Trying to round third and scores the second runner. Throw is cut off. Rios his tag. Ball game. Why do you send him? What does that do? That's the game. 11-5. Crawdads win.
Oh my! What a
So the Crawdads win 11-5.
yeah, Case.
I mean, Casey Cummings with a strike to home plate.
Oh my God. What? This is the third time he's done that this year, something
Yeah.
like that.
It's just funny at this point.
Casey's awesome. That was super cool.
And fans, here are your
The ball game's over. Great.
for the Walnut Creek Crawdads, 11 runs, 15
I don't have much to say about today.
Need
It was
you
a
to
good.
talk for a minute.
It was a good win. I will say that. After yesterday, showing the ability to bounce back after really just getting shut down offensively, Crawdads had a lot of base traffic yesterday. Weren't able to capitalize. Today, not the case. Multiple base runners pretty much every inning, and they were able to get runs in every inning except the first, second, and the seventh. Bats were hot. Cole Kosciuszko is awesome. He hits his third home run of the year, a no-doubt shot, 410 feet to right field. He continues to be one of the best just overall hitters in the CCL. And, I mean, it's fun to watch him hit. Jackson Bird maybe didn't have his best stuff, but he really settled in after the first inning. Gave up 2 runs, went scoreless in the second, third, and fourth. Gave up 1 in the fifth. That was the day. 5 innings, 3 runs, ball. Not too bad from Jackson Bird, who just didn't have his stuff to start. But I think good things to come. Rest day tomorrow and a really big series on Tuesday.
The Dads improved to 11-5 overall, 8-5 in league play. Menlo Park falls to 11-5 overall, 7-4 in league play. Game started 1:03, ended 4:15, a long one, 3 hours and 12 minutes, a lot of walks on the side of the Legends. Crawdads pitching was solid overall. Final line, Reese Lewick will not factor in the decision. Nolan Rodriguez gets his first loss of the year, 0-1. He went an inning and 2/3 of 5-run ball. On the other side, Jackson Bird gets his third win, leading the CCL in that stat. 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 4 strikeouts. Crawdads' bullpen was terrific as well.
Drew Aguiar, awesome. I just wanted to throw that in there.
11-14-1, 17 left on base, runs, hits, errors, and left on base for the Crawdads. 5-7-0 with 11 left on base for Menlo Park. That'll do it. Anything else?
Yeah, Drew Aguiar,
Awesome.
before you cut me off, has been really, really good. Didn't have a great year in the spring, but has bounced back and has been maybe one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher out of the bullpen for the Crawdads. Rubber arm guy, throw him 2-3 times a week. He's going to say, yes, coach, put me on the mound. Great dude as well. So good team win. I got nothing else.
Stay tuned for the postgame show. Mark on Dylan Allen will be right on air when we get back. But for now, for Carson Mercier, my name is Austin Oda. See you Tuesday.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Walnut Creek Crawdads post-game show. Comes after a Walnut Creek Crawdad victory. Joining me is the awesome Dylan Allen. Dylan, how you doing today?
Doing good. It was a good win for the Crawdads today.
Yeah, good bounce back win for the Crawdads. They beat Menlo Park Legends 11-5. Bounce back, quick win after suffering a loss to them yesterday, which is pretty brutal. So good bounce back win. Dylan, let me ask you real quick.
Yes, sir.
What were some things that jumped out to you from this game?
They bounced back on offense well. Pitching was very good too, but really the offense, just guys up and down the lineup providing hits and in big situations too.
Yep, and then now you look at the Legends. They kind of stoop back into that second or third. Not official yet, but they'll stoop down in the standings. Crawdads will advance up and try to take a top of the conference. This comes again after having a 6-game win streak, 5-game conference win streak. It's a good bounce back win. I think it showed us a lot about this team. Dylan, I think the biggest thing that stood out to me was they went back to their recipe, which was scoring early in the game and scoring a lot.
Absolutely, Ammar. And sitting with us, about to join in, is catcher Xavier Rios. Xavier, if you want to come on up. The catcher today, he went 2 for 4 with 2 triples from the 9 hole. Xavier, how you doing? Two triples. You tired? Yeah, what was going well at the box? Yeah, absolutely. And then catching, you guys called a great game. I don't did you catch 8 or did you catch 9? You caught all 9. I want to say 3 pitchers. How are you able to kind of fluently call or give signs to all 3 pitchers? Yeah, right on. Ammar, you got anything?
Yeah, just one quick question. So again, you guys played this team yesterday as well. You guys have already played them 3 times. You guys are up 2-1. When you suffer a loss like you guys did to them yesterday, then you have that game today. How do you guys prepare for a quick turnaround like that? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Right on. Good game out there.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you, man.
Well, yeah, that was our player of the game here. Dylan, I mean, it seems like they're echoing the same sentiment that even when it doesn't look good for them, whether that's in the middle of a game, coming off of a loss, they just kind of turn the other cheek and
Yeah,
playing.
it's summer ball, Ammar, so they're just keeping it loose, keeping it fun out there. Just just having a good time. They're getting a lot of at bats and they're just seeing the ball well. And you have a bad game, you wipe it, and you come back the next day,
Definitely.
and you bring a fresh memory to a field and bring a new mindset. And you just go out there and you do what you got to do.
So it's interesting. So this is one of the teams that they faced the most this season. I think we said on the pregame show 5 more times
Yeah.
that they'll face this team. We came here Wednesday for that second game that they played each other. Did you notice or see a difference in the way that this game played out versus the last game?
The 8-1 win.
Yeah.
I did because they got down early 2-0,
Right.
and then it was 2-0, and I want to say then
It's like 1 run in the third, 1 run in the fourth. They kind of chipped at it, right?
yeah. So in the 4th inning, it was a 2-2 game. It felt a lot more even
right.
out of in those first 4 innings. It was a back and forth battle, and then heading into the 6th, it was a 3-3 tie.
Right.
This game felt a lot closer than the last 2. And then the Crawdads broke it open with another big inning, a 4-run 6th inning. Cole Kosciuszko with another bomb
Yeah.
to the right center field. He hit one on Wednesday
Right.
against the same team, literally same location,
Right.
same just top spin barrel, and I mean a big 4-run inning there for the Crawdads, and that kind of blew the game open.
And I think that's what was most impressive about this win too is like we even talked about it in the pregame show. We talked about it for the last few games. Really, the recipe for success for this Crawdads team is not only jumping out on an early lead, but like doing it with like 3, 4 runs in an inning. I mean, you saw the last time that they played this team, they had like multiple scores, in the early innings. I believe it was like the second inning in that game on Wednesday where they won 8-1. This game, like you said, they faced the adversity. They're facing a deficit, which is something they haven't faced a lot, this season. But then they just kind of slowly chipped at it,
Yeah.
right? It wasn't an immediate sudden burst, really, until it looked like, I want to say eighth inning, or even the sixth inning. The sixth inning where they scored four, and then the eighth where they had three. But it wasn't like how they usually have, where it's like the first inning, the second inning, or hell, even the third inning, right, where it's like super early in the game. It was it took them a while to get that scoring barrage.
It did. But they came on and they stayed with it. Were being patient at the plate, and then they finally chipped away there. Third inning, fourth inning, fifth inning, they grabbed a run, and then the sixth inning they blew it open.
Right.
And then the eighth inning was almost like just some much needed insurance runs against a good hitting team like the Legends.
So unofficially, the Menlo Park Legends are now 7-4. Right. They have that one game that is. I don't understand the deal with that particularly, but let's just say it's unmarked, so it's technically 7-4. You got the Crawdads now, who are 8-5. San Luis Obispo, last time I checked, the Blues, they were beating their opponent. This conference is looking like it's going to be this three-headed race between these three teams. We were saying earlier too, it's important when you win these games early in the season because, like we mentioned, this team is going to face the Legends 5 more times.
Yeah.
Right? Their very last game of the season is going to be between this team. Wins like this go a long way.
Yeah, absolutely, Ammar. And especially when the offense is rolling like this, if they can keep clicking. I mean, I just want to touch on the lineup right here.
Right.
I mean, they had 4 guys, multi-hits. Mark Walbert, 2-hit game. Casey Cummings, 2-hit game.
Right.
Finally, Cummings able to break out
Yeah.
of the slump. He had been his timing had been a little off. Ben Roya with the 2-hit game, and then Kosciuszko with a 3-hit game, and then Camberg, Walker, and Calvillo all added hits. So overall, just a fantastic game on the offensive side.
Yeah, and it kind of goes hand in hand. I feel like this game was pretty much a microcosm of the season of when the team's pitching, their offense, and their defense, all three phases kind of play as cohesive unit. This team can win any game. They can beat any team. And they kind of showed us, too, when they play cohesively, they can almost steamroll any team.
Yeah.
And I think it's a testament to the talent that this team has.
Absolutely, and to bounce back like this on the road after dropping a game that ends your 6-game win streak, you kind of get tested at home. You lose by 4 runs, and then to come out here and have a dominant win like this, that's huge for the Crawdads. So they can keep it rolling. That'd be great. They have a day off tomorrow, and then they
Yep.
take on the Blues
Yep.
on Tuesday and Wednesday. So a big matchup at home Tuesday
Yeah.
and Wednesday.
Those will be home games at 4 p.m. at Monte Vista High School. As we mentioned, when we have some friends over with the Slow Blues, they're a very, very confident team. They're a good team. There's a reason why they've, been atop of the conference really for the last several years of the CCL. So it's gonna be a good test for the Crawdads. But that'll do it for all for us on this post-game show. I'm Ammar Khan, joined by Dylan Allen. Dylan, any last words?
Go Crawdads again, 11-5 win, and Xavier Rios, your player of the game today. So, a great game for the Crawdads, and hopefully they can keep it rolling against the Slow Blues on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Go Dads. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening. Have a great night. Thank you.